Wahpeton Huskies football is on the air. Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Country Financial Agent Casey Formanet, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Gripper Sports Store, Hike Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Nodak Insurance Agent Carson Zarek, Optimum Rehab, Ottertail Power Company, OSPTI, Quality Toyota, Ready, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Superior Builders, Titan Machinery, and Twin Town Villa. Now here's KBMW's Robert Wanick.
Welcome back to Frank Vertin Field, everybody. Chances of getting a cold tonight, probably 95%. Chance of a Huskies win, as good as any, as they will go up against the 2-6 Fargo South Bruins. Wahpeton coming in here at 0-8, and both of these teams have played better than their records for parts of the season this year. We'll get into their schedule, break that down for you, and let you know how they got to this point. For Wahpeton, a rebuilding year, admittedly so, for the Huskies, and it's been exactly that. They've showed some flashes of potential. They got the playmaking sophomore quarterback Jack Gilbertson, and Braden Steffens starring on the outside at wide receiver again, also picking it up defensively with a great season there. Michael Peterson spearheading the backfield attack. He's been phased out of some games, but I digress. We'll get into that in just a bit. Welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show. Kickoff tentatively scheduled for 6:30 tonight. A windy night here at Frank Vertin Field. I'm perched atop the bleacher seats here at Earl Skip Butte Alumni Stadium, right at the 50-yard line. Great camera view for you guys, kind of sacrificing the warmth of the press box for the product here on KBMW News Live YouTube. Let's jump right into your power poll presented by Ottertail Power Company, on for conservation. We'll take a look at the Wahpeton 2025 season schedule. Wahpeton started off the season against Jamestown here at home. Jamestown receiving votes in that preseason poll, and Wahpeton led this one 12-6 at the break, and they ended up losing 23-12, did not muster any second half points. Wahpeton traveled to Watford City. Scores incorrect there on the screen, but it was 39-12, a loss for Wahpeton against the Wolves, as the Wolves ran for nearly 400 yards. Wahpeton then went to number 5 Devils Lake. Talk about a response after getting beat up on a long bus ride, and the next week having to get right back on the bus and do it again. And they only lost by 6, 34-28. I believe that one was all knotted up, 21 apiece at the half. Braden Steffens, 3 first-half touchdowns and a interception against Devils Lake, and they lose 34-28 to the number 5 team. And then you thought for sure Wahpeton's going to get right against a winless St. Mary's team, and that one was 14-14 at the half. And St. Mary's ran away 34-14 as the second half woes continued. Wahpeton then traveled to face number 5 Central Cass, lost 40-0. Then they hosted number 3 Central, 49-14 loss. And then they hosted number 5 Grand Forks Red River, another game that was hotly contested in the first half. I believe the score at half was 28-20 after Braden Steffens took a kick return to the house and then intercepted a Hail Mary pass at the end of the first half. Wahpeton fading in the second half, 55-26 the final. And then a tall task at number 2 Kindred last week, 47-7 loss. I believe Kindred has won 54 of 57 home games. So, not much to do. Tough sledding there against the Vikings. Current rankings for North Dakota's Class 2A football, AA football. Minot North, who's been number 1 all year, they're still perfect, 8-0. Kindred, who's been number 2, they have 6 of the 18 votes for first place. They're also 8-0. Devils Lake up to the 3 spot at 6-2, and that's been Wahpeton's best game of the season. Again, a 34-28 loss. Central Cass, number 4, also 6-2. Grand Forks Central rounding out the top 5 with a 6-2 record. When we come back for break here, we'll break down the Bruins record. They've had some really nice games, including a ranked win last week. They've also had some duds, kind of a mixed bag out of the Bruins. We'll see what team we see tonight. You're listening to the Red River Grain pregame show. I'm Robert Wanick on KBMW News Live. It is the last hurrah for the Husky seniors, the season finale, 6:30 kickoff. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wahpeton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Welcome back to Frank Vertin Field here in Wahpeton. It is the season finale for the Huskies, and I believe the Bruins too, as both teams should be out of playoff contention at this point of the season. We just went through the power ranking presented by Otter Tail Power Company here on the Red River Green pregame show. Wahpeton looking for their first win of the season, and we'll take a look here at the second part of your power poll as we break down the Bruins schedule. Again, a mixed bag. They started off the season 3 consecutive weeks receiving votes in the AA poll. Fargo South opened up at another team receiving votes, Dickinson. They won that game, 34-21, a 2-score win, bolstering their case for a top 5 ranking, and then they had to go in to Minot North, the newly established program, just a couple of years as a varsity team on the gridiron. They lost 28-7, and considering Minot North's undefeated, not such a bad score all in all. And then they were still receiving votes at 0-2. They traveled to Fargo North to play on the Spartans, who are a class higher in AAA football. 28-21 loss, so a really good showing against a North team that is down a little bit this year. So they start off the season 1-2. And then South traveled to number 5 Devil's Lake, and they lost that one 39-23. South then hosted number 3 Grand Forks Central, and talk about a game of the year candidate, 41-38, a heartbreaking home loss for the Bruins. That dropped their season record to 1-4 as they fell further out of the polls. South then traveled to number 2 Kindred, and Kindred just did what they do, 35-3 beat down. South then hosted Central Cass, who at this time was receiving votes in the poll. They have since entered the poll. 24-7 loss to Central Cass. And then last week, a big win at number 5 Grand Forks Red River, 20-14. I believe that score is correct. So they get a ranked win last week. So just when the Huskies think they got, an easy task ahead of them with Fargo South coming in, Fargo South comes off their best win of the season, the ranked variety. Second best win would have come way back in the opener against Dickinson when they were receiving votes. So the Bruins come in here with 2 wins. We'll check that Red River score for you again, a big game, and that was 20-14 on the road at Cushman Field against a Red River team that hung 55 on Wahpeton here. South able to hold them to 20. So we'll see what South team we get tonight, and we'll see what Wahpeton team we get tonight. You might have a little bit of a scratchy voice from me on the broadcast. It is cold. I've been outside all week for Breck playoff football. I'll be out there again tomorrow, and the cold weather is, taking a toll on me here. So that's the second part of your Otter Tail Power Company Power Poll rankings on for conservation. The Bruins coming off a win over number 5 Red River. Wahpeton coming off a loss over number 2 Kindred. We'll take another quick break on the Red River Grain pregame show. When we come back, we'll break down the complete season stats. There's been some really nice talents on this Wahpeton team despite these season-long struggles. And if Wahpeton's been mired in a slump, Braden Steffens, he certainly has not. We'll get to that in a couple minutes here. You're listening to AM 1450 KBMW, watching on KBMW News Live YouTube. It's the Huskies season finale. Let's get up for game day.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wahpeton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, it's Amanda at Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Brrr. Old Man Winter is right around the corner. Beat him to the punch. Call me, Amanda, and schedule a time to have your heating fuels filled. We thank you for your business.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
T-minus 13.5 minutes till kickoff of the Huskies season finale here at Frank Vertin. We got a clock for you on the video stream tonight per request. We are going to keep our college-style scoreboard, though, because it just adds a little bit of swag to the i3G Sports Network product. I'm Robert Wannick here. Huskies versus South tonight. Two teams who sorely need a win to end the season. One a little more than the other, as Wahpeton coming into this one 0-8. Let's break down the stats, though. It's not been a complete lost cause, as the Huskies have had a couple guys ball out this year. Stat report presented by local State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We'll start with the team stats. Bad news, they're only scoring 14 points per game. Worst news, they're giving up 40. The good news is they're running the ball decently. They're passing the ball decently, too. Just falling behind a lot. 5 defensive sacks for the Huskies, 4 interceptions, so not a ton of splash plays. For comparison, Kai McDonald over in Breckenridge has 5 sacks himself. The Huskies are working with a banged-up line without All-State talent Landon Ralph, who had ACL surgery, and hoping to return to football next year. He's a senior. He's going to miss basketball as well. 991 passing yards for the Huskies, 48% completion. You'd love to see that in the 55 to 60 range when you're talking about high school efficiency. Just a tish over 1,000 rushing yards and a nice healthy 4.5 yards per carry. So we talked about it before, that 3 yards in a cloud of dust style offense. Michael Peterson knows how to get downhill. Taking a look at the starting quarterback, we got Jack Gilbertson, sophomore, 38 of 86. He missed the first few weeks of the season, actually returned, I believe, in week 3 against Devils Lake. Had a huge game, 300-plus pass yards, 4 total touchdowns. On the season, he has 611 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and he's been quite effective out of the RPO. 78 touches, 405 rushing yards, and 4 more scores. So 6 passing touchdowns, 4 more for Jack in 6 games this year. Not too shabby. Fellow sophomore Trayton King, who split some time at QB, filling in for Jack at the beginning of the season, playing the second half of some of these games as well. 30 of 55, 380 passing yards, about a dead even TD to INT ratio, just like Gilbertson. 4 touchdowns, 5 picks, 35 carries for 121 yards. Cooper Kuhlmo, breakout season for the sophomore. He's been stuck on 19 catches for 255 yards and 2 scores, but he's really picked it up on defense, playing bigger than his size. 22 tackles. He also has a pick. That came in the end zone against Red River, a huge play, and he had a fumble recovery in that game as well. Caden Barth, I believe he's a junior, 5 receptions, 40 yards, and a 96-yard kick return touchdown. That was a big one. I believe that was versus Central, or at Central. 38 tackles and a pair of sacks for Barth, so he leads the team in the sack department. Isaiah Brushert, affectionately known by the team as Larry Brushert, don't ask me why. 6 catches, 61 yards as a tight end, and he has just moved ahead of Michael Peterson for the team lead in tackles with 54.5. Peterson has 54, so they're a half tackle apart. We'll see who takes the tackle crown after the season finale tonight. Luke Anderson, another big guy to watch on both sides of the line, senior, 6'2", 260. He's got 27.5 tackles and 1 sack. And Hunter Belke also holding down the line. Hunter Belke here is a senior as well, 5'9", 180, and plays with a lot of juice. 6 tackles, 2 of those TFLs, tackle for loss, and a sack for Belke. Now looking at the 2 stars of this team, Braden Steffens, wide receiver, D-back, kick returner, and no drop-off from his All-State season last year where he caught 7 touchdowns. He actually has 8 this year with all the attention in the world from opposing teams. 30 catches, good for 586 yards, almost 20 yards per reception. He's got 8 touchdowns, and he's been a beast on defense. After all, that is his nickname, the Beast. 45.5 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a kick return touchdown. So doing it all, just dazzling out there, and he'll probably get some plays tonight that'll wind up in our Plays of the Week as well. You can go back to kbmwnews.com, Facebook. Check out all of those episodes under the videos tab. It's always a fun thing. This week we'll have Breck football and WAP football top 10 plays for you, probably coming out this Sunday. And Michael Peterson leading the backfield and the linebacker core. That kid hit the weight room, came out looking quite swole, and he has parlayed that into a productive senior year. 109 attempts, 484 rush yards. That's 4.4 per carry. He only has 1 touchdown. So let's get Big Mike into the end zone tonight. Let's speak it into existence. And again, he's second on the team with 54 tackles. And he also has a sack, one of 4 Husky players with at least 1 sack this season. And Peterson, the second half, not getting a lot of touches because Wahpeton, they got to air it out. They're playing from behind. But, if they can get ahead, Peterson will be poised for a big game. I believe he has 2 100-yard efforts on the season, over $120 at Watford City for a career high, and that's where he scored his touchdown. So Michael Peterson doing a job, doing what's asked of him with a banged-up and young offensive line. And all he's done is run for 4.5 yards a carry and on only 109 attempts. So Michael Peterson making the most of his opportunity and really flying around. They like to use him as an edge rusher, line him up on the edge, blitz the quarterback, kind of shoot the gaps and get the ball carrier down low, and that's what he's done a great job of. So that is your State Farm Stat Report presented by agents Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm. We're going to take a quick break here, about 8 minutes till the national anthem. We'll take 5 because I got to head down to the restroom here. Too much Coca-Cola today, and you got to hop on interstate to get there. We are way up at the top of the bleachers. So we'll take a quick break. 4 or 5 minutes is as quick as I could sprint down there. I'm not as spry as I used to be. And when we come back, we'll get into your Smith Motors Keys to the Game and your Grip Fit Check right here on AM 1450 and KBMW News Live YouTube. Get ready for the Huskies season finale. Thanks for tuning in, folks, to the Red River Grain pregame show.
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Everybody likes discounts, and really, who doesn't want to save money, especially on their auto insurance? Hi, I'm Carson Zard, a Nodak Insurance Company agent in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Talk to me about how we can save you money by taking advantage of our multi-vehicle, multi-line, EFT, safe driver, and good student discounts. Call 701-642-9251 for your quote. I'm Carson Zard, your agent with answers. I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call for a quote today.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wahpeton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Wahpeton Huskies just minutes away from kicking off in their season finale. It is senior night, so let's run through the seniors for you folks here. Braden Steffens, the All-State talent out wide, 6'1", 175, wide receiver D-back. Evan Doctor, who's not playing this year, great glue guy, though, on the sideline. Was also a glue guy on the Legion baseball team, some people forget. 5'10", 165, wide receiver linebacker. He has had a nice career for the Huskies. Isaiah Brushard, a 6', 175 tight end and linebacker. Michael Peterson, 5'9", 180, running back and linebacker. We also have Hunter Belke, one of the anchors on the line, 5'9", 180. He plays linebacker and O-line. Luke Anderson, big hoss up here up front. He's going to be moving some bodies tonight, as always. 6'3", I think they bumped him up an inch. 6'3", 245. Excited to watch him wrestle heavyweight this year for the Storm. He's also a senior. Landon Ralph out with that ACL injury as we highlight your injury report here. Landon Ralph and Evan Doctor out for the season. Landon, a senior, very talented, 6'2", 245, made a trip to state with basketball last year, helped this team win a first-round playoff game last year as well. And then that looks like that rounds out your seniors for the Huskies. So best of luck to the seniors tonight, which right on cue brings me into your keys to the game, presented by Smith Motors. Small town friendly, big town deals. Don't mind the wind up here, folks. It's supposed to die down a little bit. Just making sure we get you a nice close-up angle of the field from outside. So got to do what you got to do to make it work in the radio biz. Smith Motors key to the game tonight, very simple. It's the seniors. It's time to play out of your mind. It's your last game here. I know you're 0-8, but it starts with you. They are the key to the game. Go out on a win. Sometimes you got to double the effort when you got young supporting cast around you. Just set the tone for the future of this program and just being competitive again like they were against Devil's Lake. That would be massive tonight. It would send a serious message to these youngsters that are right in their pocket on the line and just looking up to them. Come out with that fire. The key to the game tonight is for this senior class to go out with a bang on senior night. And if they do that, Huskies football, they can feel a whole lot better about this rebuilding season with a victory. Presented by Smith Motors, small town friendly, big town deals. And again, your CHI, St. Francis Health Injury Report, Evan Doctor, he's been unavailable all season long. And then Landon Ralph reportedly had successful ACL surgery as he continues to prepare for a potential college football career. Lots of offers and visits for Lando. Wish that kid the best. Great athlete, better kid. Great shot put thrower as well. Taking a look at your grip fit check tonight, presented by Gripper Sports. And Wahpeton's going to go with the purples with the white numbers tonight, which means I'll be able to read the numbers and let you know who's making the tackles. When we come back from the national anthem, we'll dive into your grip fit check right here on KBMW News Live YouTube. School song and national anthem coming up right now. We will pause for station identification, and we'll come back with your grip fit check presented by Gripper Sports Store. Huskies, Bruins coming up in a few moments at Frank Vertin Field.
AM 1450, KDMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3, K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the valley.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Are you tired of fixing the same problems? Here at Reddy, we offer performance seating solutions that last. Whether it's new parts for your drill or a complete rebuild of your air seeder, we can help. We resolve your challenges through in-house engineering, manufacturing, and sourcing of the highest quality North American-made products. We are ready to bring our passion and expertise directly to your farm to solve all your equipment challenges. Reach out to us at 701-205-1485 and schedule your free inspection today.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
All right, following a booming rendition, as always, of the national anthem by Addie Dodge, who's having an absolutely tremendous fall softball season, just tearing it up. You can read about that at kbmwnews.com under the sports tab. Let's get into your fit check, presented by Gripper Sports. Wahpeton tonight, they're wearing the purple. Why not wear your primary color for your final game of the season? Purple with the white numbers, so we should be able to get in on all the action as far as listing the players' names. We're a long way from the field here, but we can see these jerseys with the nice contrast. Very sharp look, white pants with the two-tone stripe down the IT band, yellow and purple. They're wearing the purple lids with the old-school white paw on it. And taking a look at Fargo South over here. Fargo South, they're wearing white tonight. They also got white lids, so I'm a big fan of the white on white. They got the brown logo, and the logo's kind of cool, folks. It's got a Bruin, and the Bruin is kind of inside of a big paw with those nasty bear talons on it. So yeah, but ultimately the color scheme itself, kind of boring. Reminds me of Cleveland Browns a little bit. But the logo, very cool, and then, the white lid matching the white jersey. I'll give them props for that. So that's your Grip Fit Check. Stop over to Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wahpeton for all of your custom embroidery and screen printing needs. They'll get your jerseys ready. They'll pretty much do anything you want custom. So check it out. Support local business. The Gripper Truck family been running a nice shop over there for a couple decades. So congrats to Grippers on that. And that was your Grip Fit Check. Starting lineup, we didn't get one tonight, so I'm sorry, but it would be presented by Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley. They provide superior quality products and generate a positive return for their patrons. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, thank you for being our starting lineup sponsor all season. They will also be on here for tomorrow's section semifinal, Breckenridge and OTC. But tonight, we got Wahpeton trying to wrap up the season with their first win of the season. And if you can't get up for the last game of the year, what can you get up for? So thanks for joining us tonight, folks, in 1080 HD on KBMW News Live YouTube. And it looks like they're going to just introduce the seniors for the Wahpeton lineup the way it looks. They're going to have them run through the banner after, so a very cool pregame ritual here for Wahpeton, and we'll give you that view right now on KBMW News Live YouTube. Once again, if you're listening on the radio, head over to the stream. Check it out. We've come a long ways, nearing 700 subscribers, over 1,100 live viewers for Breckenridge's quarterfinal football game last week, and, just steadily topping 1,000 on the live stream, and that's thanks to you guys sticking with us as we worked through a ton of tech issues, and sometimes we still have some tech issues, but we always right the ship. So hang tight tonight, folks, and we're going to bring you a fun broadcast here on KBMW. And for Aunt Janie, traditional radio listener who, not sure she believes in internet, thank you for keeping the radio dial here. All of our old school listeners popping a top in the shop or listening while you haul beats. Thank you to the farmers, by the way. We got Egg Central for you guys all afternoon, Monday through Friday, and I believe on the weekend too. Keeps you up to date on the markets and all that good stuff. So they're introducing the senior cheerleaders as well, and we'll just go through the whole cheer roster and kind of give those girls a little bit of press here as well. Jillian Haft, Emma Klein, Olivia Litchfield, Maya White-Spence, Cadence Hill, Marley Klein, Mary Stacy Martinez, Amelia Rosso, Alina Labarico, Lakin Muller, Allie Owens, Kayla Hansey, Zephyr Hoodie, Riley Lair, Micaiah Leach, and Dominique Alanis. So those are the seniors, or those are the cheerleaders, the entire roster coached by Grace Brandt, her husband Ryan Brandt, the head coach of the Breckwop Storm wrestling team. They're going to start it off with the Beast as they introduce Braden Steffens first. And instead of rushing through the tunnel here, the Huskies are going to take their time and savor it. Final game of these seniors' seasons. As you get a close-up look here on the YouTube of Braden Steffens, looks like he's going to deliver some flowers. And then Evan Doctor. It's been kind of a manager role this year. A fan favorite, a team favorite, and it says a lot, when you can't play your senior year, but you come on out and you dedicate all this time to the program. That's exactly what Evan Doctor has done.
Number 19 is
Isaiah Brushert, big-time tackler, leads the team in tackles. He's got his eye black ready for tonight. Hopefully a battle in the trenches because Brushert, a great run stopper. Plans to go to college to be a line worker. Smart kid taking up the trade in 2025. Mike Peterson, who's taken over the role as lead back this year, had to wait his turn behind one of the greatest running backs in school history. He's carved out a name for himself this year as a hard runner. Mike Peterson wearing number 28 tonight, another senior.
Number 57 is Hunter Belke.
Hunter Belke. He's been one of two anchors holding down this line alongside Luke Anderson. Everybody else pretty much sophomores across the board. So Belke has kind of set the standard. He's hit the sack column, and he's looking to kind of continue his senior rise tonight. One more game to do it. He's put on some weight this year, too. He's looking pretty strong. And Luke Anderson, the Mack truck of the line, kind of looking like Megatron walking through there, or Optimus Prime. Would not want to meet that kid in the A-gap. 6'3", 260.
Number 70 is Landon
Then Landon Ralph, as you'll see him using a crutch, good to see he's back to weight bearing on the one leg as he had successful ACL reconstruction surgery. All-state talent last year, heartbreaking for Husky fans to see him go down. We weren't sure at the beginning of the season whether he'd be able to play, but he's got big dreams to play college football, and the work ethic of the Ralph family, I know he's going to get there. So those are your seniors for Wahpeton tonight as we get ready to kick off. We'll take a quick 30, make sure everything is humming. And my Aunt Janie, she's going to stick with radio, she said. So more power to you. Girl knows what she wants. Husky football coming up in about 30 seconds on KBMW News Live YouTube. I'm Robert Wanick. Let's have a great night under the Friday Night Lights.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
All right, we're ready to go. The Huskies, they burst through the banner, and they are ready to take on the Bruins in their final game of the season. Looking for their first win of the season. Bruins, they only have 2, but their last one was a big one as they beat Red River, ranked number 5, on the road. And we'll see if they got a little bit of a hangover from that high or if they're going to be, firing on all cylinders tonight. And the Huskies, in a little bit of a slump following that really hotly contested road loss at Devil's Lake earlier in the season, hoping that just the motivation of trying to defeat the winless season can carry them to a new level tonight. Kickoff coming up right now. Huskies will kick it away. It'll be Michael Peterson as all the papers up here are blowing around. May hear a little wind on the broadcast. As Peterson tees it up at the 40. And we are underway. Peterson kicks it. It bounces inside the 30. It is fielded. It is muffed. And the Huskies are all over it. But the runner does squirt loose for 5 yards. So out to the 35. Looked like the Huskies had that thing dead in the water, but able to kind of swing off the hip tackle. Get a few yards, the Bruins returner. Isaiah Brushert, first man there on the tackle. Bring up 1st and 10 for Fargo South. Bruins quarterback number 9, Austin Morris. Out of the shotgun. Fullback up front, running back directly behind him. Handoff to the right side, going nowhere. Big tackle to start the game there. TFL for Rylan Flack. Another sophomore who is using the most of his playing time this year to get better for the future. 6'2", 250, and he's got a TFL to start off this ball game. Out of the shotgun, split set with the running backs, 1 on each side. 3 wide look. Huskies showing blitz, and here they come. Dropping back to pass. Going to the right side to the 40. It is caught. Little shimmy shake and close to the first down marker. That was number 17, Drew Kessel, on the connection from Morris. Morris caught it about 5 yards upfield, turned it into, looks like he stepped out of bounds, so it'll be 3rd and short, 3rd and about 1 for the Bruins. 3 wide, 2 on the screen side, 1 up top, running back in the right pocket. It's going to be a QB keeper on the RPO, and here he goes to the right side, gets a good block that peels Kumo off and into Huskies territory. Austin Morris comes off the right side, untouched, gets a seal block from his wide receiver that takes Cooper Kumo out of the play, and it's a first down. Brushard in on another tackle like we talked about in the pregame show. He's all over the field this season. Leads the team with 54.5 stops. Austin Morris out of the shotgun again. 2 running back set, 3 wide. Same look. Running back in motion to the left side. Morris will keep it. He'll try to juke a defender. Dragging him down is Michael Peterson for a pretty good gain. Looks like he was able to finagle 4 yards out of that. Michael Peterson kind of got taken for a ride for a couple yards, but stuck with the play, and it's going to be a 6-yard carry. So 1 run out of the backfield, 1 pass, and 2 Morris keepers so far for the Bruins offense. Same look, 3 wide, 2 backs, shotgun. Snap is away, dropping back to pass. Looking middle of the field, left side at the 50. It is caught inside the 30, inside the 20. Excuse me, down to the 16-yard line, a big connection there. Looked like he found his tight end in the soft spot of the zone, and he was able to turn it upfield. Inside the Red E red zone, contact Red E today for your free air seeder inspection. Make sure your most important pass of the year is your best pass. Another shotgun look, this time 1 tailback. He'll get the carry. Dancing around, cutting it up. Barreling past a linebacker for about 7 yards. That was Adron Wilson at 5'9", 175 senior. And the Bruins are marching.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3 for the Bruins.
2nd and a short 3 for Fargo South. Huskies looking to hold here in the Red E red zone. Running back heads out. They're going to keep it with Morris up the middle. He's met by a couple Huskies. Isaiah Brushard in there, but making the tackle. Looks like that was once again Rylan Flack. So 2 tackles so far for Flack. That'll bring up 3rd and 1. 9:15 to go here. Scoreless in the opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Representing Auto Owners Insurance, Morris. He's got the controls of this offense, and he's driving Fargo South near the goal line. 3rd and 1 from the 8. Morris working exclusively out of the shotgun. Huskies show blitz. Morris hands it off. Ball carrier met right away, but he'll fall forward and stretch out to move the chains. So we'll have a 1st and goal here for Fargo South as everything's working on their opening drive of the ball game. Brushard in on the tackle, and look at that. Brushard's got 3 tackles already tonight. Problem is, they're getting past the front line before Brushard can get to him at linebacker. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Man in motion, receiver goes left, right, stops in the slot. It's going to be a play action. They'll go to the back of the end zone and just a bit deep for the Sycamore Tree receiver, Peyton Onerheim, 6'2", 155. Man, he looks like he's 6'5", and we are a country mile from the football field, so I'd like to check the wingspan on that kid. Sent him out on a little short goal line fly as he just ran straight to the back of the end zone, and Morris sailed it past the play clock. So that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. The Huskies have been pretty good in goal-to-goal situations. Some turnovers in the red zone. We'll see if they can muster up some magic. Morris out of the gun. Once again, a receiver in motion left-right. Looked like the false start. Huskies want it. They're not going to get it. Morris rolls right. Man chasing him, and he'll throw it to the 2, and trotting in for a touchdown is number 6. Kobe Simers. Nearly sacked on the play by a Husky in pursuit, but it's 6-0 South as they drive right down the field and strike first tonight on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. (6-0) Fargo South. They'll try for the PAT here. 8:22 to go in the opening quarter. PAT is up, nearly blocked by Mike Peterson, but it is kicked through. Looked like that was number 9, Austin Morris. It's not, it's Caleb Nissen. So Caleb Nissen makes it a 7-0 ball game. About 3.5 minutes on the drive for Fargo South. Huskies looking to put some points up on your CFI scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KBMW News Live YouTube.
Superior Builders is a proud sponsor of tonight's Breckenridge baseball game. Brian Bernardes and his team of building pros are ready to meet your needs. Superior Builders of Wahpeton has served farmers, ranchers, commercial businesses, and home builders throughout North Dakota since 2005. With a focus on providing economical, durable, and aesthetically pleasing pole buildings, Superior Builders has built a reputation for quality work and satisfied clients. Contact Superior Builders today to get started on your dream building by calling 701-238-7740.
Huskies set to return after they give up a 6-yard passing score on their first drive. Austin Morris throwing the first score of the game, quarterbacking the Bruins to pay dirt. Back deep, I believe it's Steffens and Kulmo. And Kulmo's going to take this one. Kulmo will try the left side. He's got a block. He's going to get out to about the 27-yard line. Had a block for a second, but a sea of white came and swallowed up that play, and the Huskies will take over. It looks like they'll mark it at the 28. So first drive for this Huskies offense, led by quarterback Jack Gilbertson, the sophomore. Coming off a tough game against Kindred. Did not throw an interception, but he only had about a $120 through the air and 1 touchdown. Should be some more real estate here out of the RPO against a Fargo South team that's coming in here 2-6. Gilbertson out of the gun, 2 backs in the backfield. You don't see that often from the Huskies. Looks like they rewrote the playbook coming into the final game of the season. Shotgun snaps away. RPO, they'll hand it off to Peterson. Little shimmy shake. Tries to bounce it outside and wisely cuts it up just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to loop around kind of like a toss play. Saw that there was nothing on the outside and just got back to the line of scrimmage. We will be joined at halftime tonight by Wahpeton Activities Director David Woods. We'll talk about a couple gals on the cross-country team who qualified for state, and we'll also talk about the new video board going up for the basketball season at Wap High. 3 wide look here. Peterson in the backfield on the left side. Gilbertson working out of the shotgun. RPO, Gilbertson right side, a lot of room. He's going to get hip tackled here, close to a first down, and Huskies will have 3rd and short. Doing my best to stat the game for you here, folks. I know it's tough to stay up and up on the radio call, but it's nice to have stats for you. And that was an 8-yard run for Jack Gilbertson, his first carry of the game. 3rd and 2 for Wahpeton at the 36. And what already feels like a big down. Looks like we're going to get an encroachment on the defense. I didn't see anybody move on that purple line. Officials are going to talk it over. It could be a big break here for Wahpeton and a fresh set of downs. Well, we're awaiting the call, and they do call encroachment. So the Huskies able to draw the Bruins offside, move the chains. That's one way to sustain a drive. So the Huskies out to the 39-yard line, trying to get into Bruins territory here. 7:06 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Bruins on your CFI scoreboard. Trips on the near side of your screen. Gilbertson will drop back to pass. Little trouble handling the snap. He'll bomb it down the sideline. And Steffens had a step on the DB, and the DB gets caught with a little jersey tug. So Steffens, on the far right side of the field, gets a step on the DB. Looks like that's number 21, Jackson Lewis, a 5'10 sophomore, and putting the sophomore against the All-State senior. Tough test out there, and Steffens draws the flag. So that should be another first down. Unfortunately for the Huskies, it's not like the NFL where it's a spot foul or they'd have it deep down the field, but I believe it's a 10-yard penalty. So back-to-back penalties, and both of them resulting in Husky first downs. Boy, Steffens got off on that route very quickly. Good footwork, just a little chop step, and beat him on the outside. So after the PI, Huskies have 1st and 10, under 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Going to try to tie this thing up at 7. Gilbertson out of the shotgun. 2 receivers stacked closely on the right side. Tight end on the left of the line. Here comes Kulmo in motion. It's going to be a pitch to Michael Peterson. Peterson gets a big hole to run through and barrels over a linebacker. That's a 9-yard run for number 28. Peterson had a massive gap to start that run, and he finished it off with a little boom on the end. So the Huskies showing some life here on their first drive. It is 2nd and 1. Trusting their sophomore quarterback with a little shovel-style pitch there. Sometimes that can be dangerous, but he put it right in the hands of Gilbertson. Kumo in the left slot. Barth out wide left. Steffens on an island up high. Peterson left side of the backfield. Gilbertson working out of the shotgun. Snap is back. 3-step Brock. Gilbertson in trouble. He'll go to the end zone. And once again, the defensive back hanging all over Steffens, but he's able to get his head around at the last minute and avoid the flag, and I don't know about that. It's always a good sign when the D-back gets his head turned to face the play, but a little handsy in the intermediate portion of that route, but it'll go down as an incompletion. So the Huskies back to work at the Bruins 35, 3rd and 1. No tush-push coming here as they're working out of the shotgun. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, if it's a false start or if somebody's talking. This might be a costly, unsportsmanlike conduct, and it's not. So not as bad as I thought, but it is a false start. Illegal procedure on the Huskies. So that's going to make matters a bit more difficult here as it makes a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 6. We'll see what the Huskies dial up here on 3rd and 6 at the Bruins 41, trailing 7-0, 6:07 to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Just underway here in Wahpeton. Gilbertson's got 4 wide, they're balanced. He'll keep it. Everybody flanking Peterson, and Gilbertson able to bust it to the left side. He'll get just enough for the first down and a little extra change at the end. As Gilbertson goes for, looks like he went for 10 yards on that carry. So Gilbertson, 2 rushes for 18 yards so far. That'll move the chains, get them a step closer to the red zone. Wahpeton has been ultra competitive in the first half of pretty much every game this season. Barth in motion, left right, excuse me. Shotgun snap. Gilbertson narrowly avoids running into Peterson in the backfield. He'll roll way right. He's going to keep it, get a big block from Mike Peterson, gets the first down, stays on his feet, walks out of bounds. Michael Peterson doing the dirty work at running back, paving the way for a Gilbertson first down. And that one will put them right inside the red zone. An 11-yard run for Gilbertson as he hung it wide right. Got a block to open it up. Visit red-e-ag.com for all your air seeder and custom performance ag parts. Working from the 20-yard line, Gilbertson's got trips on the near side. He's just going to tuck it and go right up the middle, running through a sea of bodies, and it looks like he's able to pick up a couple. So they'll mark it at the 18-yard line, so a 2-yard plunge for Jack. No passing yards yet for Wahpeton, but this is the area of the field where you can throw it up to your big-time playmaker Steffens and let him do the rest. Ball at the 18-yard line, 2nd and 8 for the Huskies. Shotgun snap, trips, they're looking to pass. Gilbertson airs it out, and it is off the hands of Caden Barth at about the 10-yard line. So he had a man. Might have been a bit behind him there, and the Huskies will face 3rd and 8. To my knowledge, Wahpeton does not have a field goal kicker this year, so it's 4-down territory throughout. 4:45 to go in the first quarter. Bruins put 7 up on a touchdown pass by their senior QB, Austin Morris. And the Huskies looking to answer here. 3rd and 8 from the 18. Wide receiver stacked double on the right. Barth all alone on the left. Gilbertson drops back. He'll pass. It's a little screen play, and it's going to work well. Dancing inside the 10-yard line, Braden Steffens is Everybody expecting Steffens to try to exploit the middle of the field or maybe the boundaries, and they just sent him out for a screen. Smart play by Wade Gilbertson and crew, and the Huskies move the chains. 8-yard pass from Gilbertson to Steffens. And all the stats so far, the usuals. Gilbertson, Peterson, Steffens, they have carried this drive down the field. Out of the shotgun, another passing play. They'll go the fade route to Steffens, way in the back corner of the end zone, and a good one-on-one battle there, jump ball, but I think it was out of play regardless. Not sure he could have got a cleat inside the end zone. So they take a shot to Steffens, and they've been targeting that cornerback early and often. Jackson Lewis, just a 10th grader. He's got the PI, but he's held strong and turned Steffens away 2 other times. 2nd and 7 from the 7. 2nd and goal as they have removed the sticks. Another shotgun look from the Huskies. Kulmo in motion. Gilbertson's going to keep it, running left side. He'll try to hit the end zone. He's at the 1, and Gilbertson will get knocked out at the 2. We do have a flag in the area of holding. So just hold on, folks. Huskies getting close to the goal line, but it's going to be a block in the back. So the Huskies penalized for a block in the back. That'll move them back. Now, I don't know, this should not be a loss of down, so they should still have 2 downs to work with here inside the ready red zone. Windy night here at Frank Vertin, folks. The Huskies not afraid to take to the air, and looks like they might have to here as they'll have 2nd and 16. So for 2nd and goal from the 16-yard line as they wind the clock up.
At the 16-yard line.
Gilbertson working out of the shotgun. Keep an eye on Steffens up high. Peterson in the backfield. Gilbertson corrals the snap one-handed. He's in trouble. Did he get the ball away? He did. So he throws it at the feet of Isaiah Brushert, so he avoids the sack. He avoids the intentional grounding. Wahpeton lives to see another down. Boy, that snap was high. Gilbertson palmed it like Victor Wembanyama, able to just get rid of it like a hot potato. 3rd and goal from the 16. Huskies moving backwards. They'll have 2 shots at the end zone if that's what they elect to do here.
3rd and goal.
Gilbertson out of the shotgun. Snap is off. 3-step drop. They're going for that fade to Steffens. Good matchup. Did he come down with it? It got jarred loose at the last second. Almost coming down with it. It looked like a one-hand attempt, but a big pass break up there and a little celebration after. Why not? What a battle on the outside. And that'll bring up 4th and 16. Huskies need the end zone for a first down here. Boy, both players hand fighting there. Both of them released and made a play on the ball. Flags stay in the pocket. 4th and goal from the 16. Wouldn't be surprised to see another fade to Steffens. Gilbertson drops back, looking over the middle of the field, and it is tipped away. Looking for Cooper Kulmo up the seam, and it's going to be a turnover on downs at the 16-yard line. So the Huskies stall out inside the red zone. A block in the back, move them from the 2-yard line on the Gilbertson scramble back to the 16, and that's where the drive will end. Bruins will take over, led by quarterback Austin Morris. We'll be back in 30 seconds on KBMW News Live.
You know, Mom and Dad's favorite season is autumn. Crisp air, changing leaves, and a cozy life at Twin Town Villa.
That's for sure. Since they moved into Twin Town Villa, the change has been amazing.
Yeah, they're so relaxed and comfortable now.
And we've got the peace of mind, knowing that they're surrounded by kindness and security.
That's a great warm feeling as the weather gets cooler.
When the decision moves towards assisted living, fall into caring comfort.
It's not an easy decision, but at Twin Town Villa, it's the best decision all around. No matter what the season, you're never alone at Twin Town Villa.
All right, Bruins starting their second drive deep inside their own territory after the Huskies turn it over on downs. They'll go to the run game, breaking a tackle, busting loose to the 25, falling forward for more, and that's going to give them some breathing room. Out past the 25-yard line. I believe that was number 5, Adron Wilson. 5'9", 175, bowling ball. And that moves the chains for Fargo South. Huskies can't afford to fall behind by multiple scores on a night where it's going to be hard to pinpoint the football as far as the passing. RPO, right side, Wilson ripped to the ground. It was Morris who was ripped to the ground, and that was Trayton King. Trayton King with a big stop there. That's a TFL. So 2 tackles for loss for the Huskies so far in this ball game. The Bruins will have 2nd and 12 from their own 25. Bruins don't like the look. They're going to check it at the line. Taking a peek to the sideline for an audible. 2 seconds on the play clock. 1. And the Bruins do not get it off, so a delay of game on the Bruins. And they're going to elect to just save a timeout and take the penalty. They like the way their offense has been moving the football, and apparently they think they can afford to do it. So Austin Morris looking for an audible call from the Bruins sideline. I'm not sure if he couldn't hear him. Like I said, the wind is howling here, but they don't get it off, and that'll move it back. 2nd and 17, all the way back to the 20. We've seen them take to the air already. This might be a passing down. Indeed, Morris rolls to the left. He's looking for a man. He's got him at the line of scrimmage, turning it upfield for a short gain, and that'll make it 3rd and long. Amari Taylor hauling it in. Caught it right at the original line of scrimmage, and we have 3rd and 6. So 3rd and medium here for the Bruins. Big opportunity here for the Huskies to come up with a stop and force a punt. Man in motion gives us trips on the right side. It's going to be a QB keeper, and it's going to be just short. And boy, this might become 4-down territory as they are close to the 40. As Morris keeps it and plunges forward. Hunter Belke on the stop to prevent a 1st down. We'll see what the Bruins do. The offense is staying on the field. 4th and 1 for Fargo South. Huskies showing blitz. Brushert nearly jumps offside, able to pump the brakes. Again, looking to audible. 8 on the play clock. Shotgun look. Here comes the snap. Morris will keep. He's hit at the line. He's pushed back, and the Huskies hold. Trading turnovers on downs. The Huskies showing a little bit of fight here. A whole lot of Huskies in there. Trey King, Luke Anderson, Brushert, the whole gang gearing up for a stop. And that'll be the 3rd TFL for the Huskies in the 1st quarter.
That big stop was made by the Husky defensive front 7.
As the PA announcer, Noel Eckross says, that Husky stop was made by the defensive front 7. Whole team in on that. Jack Gilbertson and the Huskies offense takes to the field. Bruins lead 7-0. $1:26 left in the 1st quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Big time push from the Huskies line on 4th and 1. Gilbertson working out of the shotgun bunch set on the left side. He'll fake it and he'll hang on to it. Trying to make a man miss. He does. Shakes an ankle tackle. Uses his momentum to fall forward. A healthy gain of 5 for Jack Gilbertson, and the sophomore continues to run well.
Making the tackle for the Bruins, number 15, Carter Brown.
36 yards for Gilbertson on his 5 carries. That'll bring up 2nd and 5 as we hit the 1-minute mark in quarter 1. Wahpeton trailing by a touchdown on your CFI scoreboard. Gilbertson and Peterson in the backfield. Gilbertson takes the snap, and he's going to throw it over the middle. He underthrows Braden Steffens. nearly intercepted. And again, after that early PI call, Jackson Lewis has answered the bell. Dives for that one. It was Steffens again had his man beat. And it's just a matter of being on the same page timing-wise between Gilbertson and Steffens, because Gilbertson catches that one on the crossing route over the middle. He's taking it for 6. So that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Wahpeton. Peterson, only 2 touches so far tonight. His last run went for 9 yards. He's the lone back, trips on the near side. Huskies want a timeout. They're going to try to get creative here in a big spot. 44 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Wahpeton trails Fargo South 7-0 on your CFI scoreboard. Back with 3rd and 5 from the Bruins 30 when we come back on B92 on KBMW and KBMW News Live YouTube. Again, Huskies season finale.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
AM 1450, KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3, K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the Valley.
The Huskies hold on 4th and 1. They get the ball at their own 39. They're at the 30 now, or they get it at the Bruins 39. They're at the 30 now. It's 3rd and 5. Money down here for the Huskies. Young Jack Gilbertson out of the shotgun. Kumo in motion. They're going to hand it off. No, they're not. Gilbertson's RPO quite effective, and he's stacked up, however, just a yard shy of the marker. So a 4-yard run for Jack Gilbertson, and the Huskies, they got to go. It is 4th and 1. It's been a lot of running from the sophomore quarterback so far. You know, outside of that Devils Lake game where he aired it out for 300-plus yards and 3 scores to Steffens, he's been pretty much a tuck and run QB this year with, a couple gambles downfield per game. Put a couple nice balls on Steffens that were broken up by number 21, Jackson Lewis, and that'll take us to the quarter break. 7-0 through 1, Fargo South with a lead here. It's the Wahpeton football home finale on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. Huskies facing a 4th and 1 deep in Bruins territory. You're watching on KBMW News Live YouTube.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wahpeton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Huskies take the field here with a pivotal 4th and 1, staring them right in the grill, and they'll have it at the Bruins' 26-yard line. Gilbertson working out of the shotgun. Empty backfield. He'll tuck it and try to go up the middle. He is tripped up in the backfield. A TFL for number 76. Darian Williams, 6'1", 275, and you're not going to get out of his paws. So the Bruins come up with a big stop. Both teams turn it over on 4th and 1, and the score remains 7-0 South on your CFI scoreboard. Little defensive battle going on here. So we adjust the camera a little bit for you on KBMW News Live YouTube. Good game so far between the Huskies and the Bruins. Bruins get the football back here. Into the second quarter. Bruins with a passing touchdown to open the scoring on their first drive. That's all. Man in motion, gets the handoff, cutting right to left, hit, and stacked up and pushed back, but falling forward somehow, coming out of nowhere for 6 yards. Forward progress had stalled, but Javon Anderson, my goodness. Javon Anderson running hard there for the Bruins. Looked like he had nothing. He turned it into something. He picks up 7. He was hit immediately real hard by Isaac Anderson, the sophomore offensive lineman. Anderson, unfortunately, bounced off him. So 2nd and 3 for the Bruins. Low snap. QB keeper in the backfield, breaks a tackle from King. He's not going to get away from the second man. Michael Peterson and Rylan Flack team up for the stop on 2nd down, and it's been a war of attrition. 3rd and 5. Huskies defense holding the line. Peterson and Flack as Peterson gets in there for another TFL. That brings up 3rd and 5. Shotgun look, 2 running backs. Dropping back to pass, going over the middle, just outside the reach of number 11, Javon Anderson, who had the big run to start the drive. He tried to Odell Beckham that thing. Not enough stick-em on his glove. Would have been a tremendous one-hand catch, but instead, we're going to see the punting team come out for the first time tonight for either squad. Wahpeton, after that first drive where they just bent and bent and bent and eventually broke, they have been mighty good on defense. Steffens back to return, standing at about the 38-yard line. And the punt is blocked and picked up, taken inside the 10. The Huskies with a huge special teams play. Belke with the block. Looked like the recovery was Caden Barth. So Belke and Barth team up. You can go back on the stream and fact check me there, but it was a block by the Huskies special teams unit. And they were in the backfield before the punter even got the snap, and the Huskies have it at the 10-yard line. Gilbertson hands it off to Peterson. Not much there, maybe a yard. And it looks like they will give him 1. So the Huskies deep in the red zone after a block punt by Hunter Belke. Senior night highlight. Nearing the 10-minute mark of quarter 2. 7-0 Bruins on your CFI scoreboard. Huskies threatening. Gilbertson takes the shotgun snap. He'll fake the handoff. Rolling left. Looking to the end zone. Into the back of the end zone. Cooper Kumo. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. Cooper Kumo just hugging that back line of the end zone. Surveying right to left. Buying time. And Jack Gilbertson on the roll for 6. Huskies make it a 1-point ball game as they trot out for the PAT. 7-6 on your CFI scoreboard. Michael Peterson trying to tie this one up. Peterson's kick. Doinks off the left upright. No good. So that'll stunt the momentum just a bit, but what a rollout pass from Jack Gilbertson. He had lots of time, and he had everybody trotting around in the end zone. And you couldn't account for all the purple jerseys, and it was Cooper Kumo left alone in the back left half, right in front of the play clock. Hauls it in with a man right in his pocket. 7-6 Huskies, trail by 1 on your CFI scoreboard. Back in 30 seconds, we got a ball game. 9:50 to go in the first half.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wahpeton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Back at Frank Vertin Field after a big turn of events, the Huskies blocked the punt. Belke blocks it. I believe it was Barth jumping on it at the 10, and the Huskies strike on a touchdown pass from Gilbertson to Cooper Kumo, his third receiving score of the year. So Kumo goes over 260 receiving yards and a score. And we're going to get a short kick here. It's rolling on the ground. The Huskies nearly pick it up, and oh boy, a big break for Fargo South as it squirts away at the 40, and the first Husky to jump on it can't quite pin it against the turf. So the Huskies pulling out all the stops here at 0-8. Like Kenny Rogers would say, sometimes you got to be the gambler. Huskies know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and tonight is not the night to fold them. Tonight is the night to turn a new page in the playbook. They've done that. So the Bruins will take over here. Good field position at their own 36. 3 wide look here. Anticipating a QB run. It'll be a pass. Quick out here. And met right away by Caden Barth. Morris looking for Javon Anderson. He saw Barth bearing down on him, and he wanted no part of that and just let that one go incomplete. Kind of putting his receiver in harm's way, and it's a little too cold for that. Hits are going to sting a bit tonight, folks. 7-6. We got a battle here in quarter number 2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Morris out of the gun. Morris will keep. He'll try the right side. Morris is going to pick up a ton, about 13 yards on the keeper. Morris showcasing his dual threat capabilities tonight. And Kumo stops that run after a big gain. 12-yard scamper for Morris. 4 wide, they're balanced. Running back on the left side, man in motion. That'll bring 3 wideouts. Snap gets away, and Morris, he's just going to jump on it, and that'll be a monumental loss. Take all the yards he gained on the scramble and give them right back to the Huskies as the snap gets away from Morris. I think the snap came out a little bit earlier than he expected. Timing issue there from the Bruins. The Huskies will take it. 2nd and a country mile. 2nd and 23. Morris dropping back to pass. Looking deep downfield. Here it comes. And Cooper Kumo nearly picks it off, but he will settle for a pass breakup. He's had a handful of those this year, and the sophomore has provided a spark to turn the momentum around. He catches the touchdown. He goes stride for stride on the deep ball and knocks it away. The cupboard is not empty when you got guys like Cooper Kumo coming back next year. But first things first, Wahpeton trying to get a big stop here. 3rd and 23. Trips on the near side. Passing down. Morris drops back. He's going to tuck it and take what he can get here. Huskies got to clamp down, not let him back up the middle, and they'll catch him from behind. Hunter Belke blocks a punt, catches the quarterback from behind. That's some big man speed there, and the punt team's going to come out again and try to fend off the Huskies and avert disaster that happened last time. 4th and 13. As they pick up 10 on 3rd down and long. You got 2 things to worry about here. You got to worry about the block, and you got to worry about Braden Steffens, who's back deep to return at the 20. and the snap gets away inside the 20. The punter picks it up, and he's got nowhere to go. He is lit up by Caden Barth. Trayton King getting in there to finish it off, and back-to-back mishaps on the punt by the Bruins. The Huskies are licking their chops here at Frank Vertin Field. Give the Huskies credit on the pursuit there, as the punter did not have time to pick it up and get it off, as they just swallowed him up. Ball inside the red zone before Wahpeton even runs a play on KBMW News Live YouTube. Kumo, the recipient of a touchdown last time. Huskies with a chance to take the lead here. 2 wide receivers stacked on the right side, 2 on the high side. Dropping back to pass is Gilbertson. He'll roll right. He's looking. Looks to the boundary line to Steffens, but he runs out of real estate, unable to haul it in. So the Huskies being aggressive, kind of getting back to that Wade Gilbertson style gunslinging spread offense. 2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line. We'll have some special teams plays of the week on Sunday in our weekly Plays of the Week video presented by Carson Zarek, Nodak Insurance, courtesy of your Wahpeton Huskies. 2nd and 10 from the 18. Gilbertson keeps it at the last second, tucks it, avoids a strip tackle, and jumps a man laying on the ground, and that's going to be very close to the first down. One of the Bruins was ripping at that football. Gilbertson just flexed, kept it tight, and then he had a little track star hurdle to finish the run. And they're going to move those chains? They're going to mark him down. Let's see. Long discussion here about the spot. I thought he had the 9. And they're gonna give it to him, right? No. 3rd down and 1 after a 9-yard carry from Jack Gilbertson. So big 3rd and 1 here. Gilbertson extended that run. We'll have some good rushing numbers from Jack to discuss at the half. 3rd and 1 from the Bruins 9. Gilbertson gives it to Peterson, a nice cut. Peterson head down near the goal line. Peterson put his right foot in the ground, changed direction, and picks up a big gain. About 7 on the run from Mike. He's got runs of 9 and 7 tonight. 4 carries for 17 yards, right on his season average. Huskies get a fresh set of downs from the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. Brushard in motion on the left side. Gilbertson corrals the snap one-handed, sticks it in the belly of Peterson. He lunges forward, and he's down at about the 1.5-yard line. Call it a 2-yard run for Mike. And the Huskies, they can sense it. They are oh so close to taking a lead. And that would be a gut punch to a Bruins team coming off a ranked win over Red River. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Kumo in motion, goes behind Gilbertson. He's going to run straight forward, and Gilbertson goes in untouched. Luke Anderson, all-you-can-eat breakfast with a big pancake into the end zone. Huskies 12, Bruins 7. Senior night starting off right. We got 6:52 to go here in the first half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and the Huskies starting to put things together. We'll see if the Huskies go for 2 here. They will. Try to pick back up on that missed PAT last time that hit the left crossbar. They want to make it a 1-score game. Go up by 7. Gilbertson got a massive block there. Luke Anderson putting the hurt on. 2-point conversion attempt. Kumo in motion again, this time in front of Gilbertson. He'll roll right, looking to pass. And he's going to throw it short of a wide open Braden Steffens. And once again, can't connect with his big-time senior playmaker as he skips it off the pellets. 12-7, Huskies take the lead. Jack Gilbertson's 2nd touchdown of the night. First one with his legs. First one with his arm in the back end zone to Kumo. Second one right up the gut from the 2-yard line. 12-7 Huskies on your CFI scoreboard. Back in 30 seconds, Huskies finale on KBMW News Live YouTube.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wahpeton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
Michael Peterson out to kick it off after the failed 2-point conversion. 2-yard rushing touchdown for Jack Gilbertson. Gives the Huskies a 12-7 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in quarter 2 here. And the kick is going to go out of bounds, so we'll see if the Bruins take the field position or if they elect for a re-kick. And Peterson, some nice grinding runs there. He fell forward to the 2-yard line, and that set up the Gilbertson rushing score. So Jack with 2 scores tonight, 1 last week. He's now up to 7 passing touchdowns, and he has 5 rushing touchdowns. Good for 12 touchdowns in 6 games for Jack. Anytime you can get 2+ out of your QB on a weekly basis, it signals good things for the future. So the Huskies defense, who has benefited from a blocked punt and a botched snap on a punt, both of those plays put them in the red zone, and they turn both of those into touchdowns. 6:52 to go in the first half. Huskies have a lead, and that's got to feel good tonight. Morris, who has done more as a runner than he has as a passer, comes back out to lead the Bruins offense. And I'm not sure what the discussion is. They're trying to figure out where to put the football or something of the likes. But Wahpeton, who has had a couple 4th down stops, a turnover on downs that they forced on 4th and 1, and then they 2 punts where they took over. So Braden Steffens, he's had an easy night tonight as a returner. First kickoff after the score went to Aiden Bonchez, and then the 2 punts, they didn't even get him away. So Morris will work with a 3-wide set. Fullback lined up as a blocker, running back on the right side, shotgun. Huskies showing blitz. Here comes Brushard off the left side. Over pursues, and Morris gets to the outside where he is met for a short gain. Looked like that was Rylan Flack again. So Flack has been active tonight, the sophomore who's become one of the leaders on this defense, having himself a fine game. Already 2 tackles for loss. So Michael Peterson and Flack rallying to the football there. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Bruins at their own 43 after the kickoff went out of bounds. Shotgun snap, handoff, left side. Anderson gets off the block, drags down the back, but he's going to get close to a first down. They'll have a couple more yards to go. It was a good job by Luke Anderson there as he was in the trenches in a blocking battle, but he's able to shed loose and tackle the running back from behind. Carry there went to number 5, Adron Wilson. Third and 3. Huskies looking for yet another stand. Man in motion, QB keeper. A good job reading the holes there. Not much to work with, just a little doorway to slide through. Morris does it, and he moves the chains. Morris has been mighty shifty out of that QB spot tonight on those design runs. Very decisive when he decides to tuck it. And these aren't RPOs. They snap it to him, and he just goes. So they kind of design the blocks up, and he just follows suit. He's got 2 running backs behind him. 3 wide, 2 men stacked, staggered on the high side. This time it's a handoff, right side. A lot of room to run into the 2nd level and falling forward right at the marker. Big run for number 5, Adron Wilson, as he looks like he's taken over the lead back role tonight. Trayton King in on another stop. Said his name a couple times already.
Wilson's run
He'll be another kid who will get some increased run this year on the basketball team. So a fresh set of downs into Huskies territory at the 48. The Bruins finally getting some forward movement here, trailing 12-7 on your CFI scoreboard. Shotgun snap, handoff right side. And a nice tackle on the outside by Michael Peterson. Carry that time by number 4, Tate Barnacle. 5'8", 160. It's a physical load. He picks up 3. The Bruins will have the football at the Wahpeton 35-yard line, 2nd and 7. Huskies showing a lot of blitz so far in this game. They're doing it again as they come way up. We'll have a one-on-one matchup on the outside. Doesn't matter because they're going to tuck it with the QB, and they're not going to get anywhere. Standing right in the middle of the railroad tracks, Trey King. Big-time pop by King. You're in the King's court now. 3rd and 7. Trey with a big play. And another money down coming up for that Husky defense. We're under 4 minutes to go in the first half. On your CFI scoreboard, Wahpeton leads 12-7. Carlson Family Insurance representing Auto Owners Insurance. Big 3rd and 7 here for the Bruins offense. Morris doing the heavy lifting as a runner, and he'll do it again as he tries the left side. And he is eaten up. The man at the ankles there is Rylan Flack. He gets low. Caden Barth with the finishing touches up high, and that'll bring up 4th down. Huskies are going to have to do it one more time as the Bruins are deep enough in Wahpeton territory to take the risk here on 4th and 4. 4th and 4 from the 32. That Husky line has been strong in the second quarter. We're going to get a timeout by the Fargo South Bruins as Wahpeton has been making life tough. 3rd and short, 4th and short on a consistent basis. Timeout presented by Heitkamp Construction. Once you know who they are, you won't build any other way. Back in 30 seconds with a big 4th and 4. Huskies looking for their 3rd turnover of the first half when we come back.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Coming out of that Heitkamp Construction timeout, a big stop by Rylan Flack on 3rd and 3, his 3rd TFL of the first half. How about that for the young man? That brings up 4th and 4 from the Huskies 32. Morris out of the shotgun. He's got a lead blocker ready and a running back in his hip pocket, 2 wide. Snap is off. Morris fakes the handoff. He's in trouble. He passes. He's got a man, but under pressure, he throws it away. And that is a QB hurry from big bad Luke Anderson. We talked about the seniors being the key to the game. Luke has had a gigantic presence tonight on both sides of the ball. Led the way on the touchdown run by Gilbertson. Hurries the quarterback into an overthrow there. And the Huskies take over on downs for the 3rd time tonight. Big time effort for Wahpeton to get back into this one after falling behind by a score. Gilbertson out of the gun. Handoff to Peterson. Peterson left side, cuts back up the middle, falls forward. Gain of about 4. Another good run for Mike Peterson. Setting up down and distance. Manageable. They'll give him 3 on that carry. So the Huskies, they have the lead here. Looks like they're trying to run out some of the clock. Don't want the Bruins to have the ball back. 13 on the play clock, 2.5 to go in the half. This time it's an RPO. Gilbertson keeps being pursued from behind. He's going to try to get the edge. and he will get the edge. He's going to pick up a first down. Ran away from the camera on KBMW News Live YouTube. Running for his life. Good enough for a first down. 9-yard carry for Jack Gilbertson as he continues to pile on the rushing numbers. Approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first half. WAP 12, South 7 on your CFI scoreboard. Gilbertson dropping back to pass. A little quick hitter here. He finds his man. Getting out of bounds, it looks like, is Aiden Bonchez right at the 2-minute mark. So big catch for Bonchez there. A 6-yard pickup on the quick strike. First catch of the ball game for Bonchez. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to go, midfield. Gilbertson fakes the handoff to Peterson up the middle, and he is smacked. Kobe Simmers hits the hole like a lightning bolt, and that looks like it's going to go for 1 yard. So Gilbertson picks up 1 yard on that play. And Simmers in there in a hurry. Came blitzing from his linebacker spot. Nobody to pick him up. Talk about both players going full speed. Gilbertson and Simmers, they meet in the middle. 3rd and 3 for the Huskies at midfield. Gilbertson out of the shotgun, 3 wide. It's going to be a handoff to Peterson, and he's grinding in the hole trying to get a push. And it looks like he's going to be just short. Peterson picks up 2, and the Huskies got a big decision here. It'll be 4th and 1 from just inside the Bruins territory after Peterson grinds out 2 yards. Back in 30 seconds. Let's see if the Huskies go for it. What do you got to lose on KBMW News Live YouTube?
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, it's Amanda at Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Brrr. Old Man Winter is right around the corner. Beat him to the punch. Call me, Amanda, and schedule a time to have your heating fuels filled. We thank you for your business.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. Once you know who they are, you won't build any other way. I should know. My dad works there, and I've seen some of his work over the last 3 decades. It is fantastic, along with the rest of the High Camp crew. So Wahpeton, big decision here, and it looks like they're going to go on 4th and 1 from the Bruins 47. Wahpeton leading 12-7, just over a minute left in the half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Do or die for Wahpeton. 4th and 1. Man in motion is Brusher at the tight end, stacks on the left side. Peterson in the backfield. Kumo motions right, left, back to the left. Peterson shifts to the left side of the backfield. Wahpeton throwing some different looks. Here comes Brusher, right side. Running the play clock down to 7, and Wahpeton can't get the Bruins to jump. That might have been a little gamesmanship, and they're going to burn another High Camp Construction timeout. When we come back, we'll see if they just wanted to get a read on the defense or if they're indeed going to punt. You're watching Huskies football on KBMW News Live YouTube. Listening at the Voice of the Valley is 12-7 Wahpeton. Final minute 14 of the first half. Coming back in 30.
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
Huskies try to draw the Bruins offside on 4th and 1. They won't jump. And it looks like the Huskies are going to send out the punt team and try to hang on to this 12-7 lead with a minute 14 left. Probably the right choice. Not quite as fun for you viewers on KBMW News Live YouTube, but Jack Gilbertson is back to punt, and boy, is this snap important. Punt is off. Gilbertson gets it. He's going to keep it and try the right side. Here comes Jack. He's got the first down and a bunch more as he takes it inside the 30. Trust your playmaker, shades of Ryan Smith. Take that punt snap and let it fly, young man, as he lets his legs go and gets up the right sideline. No hesitation. Gilbertson didn't even feint the punt. He just grabbed it, tried the right side, and the Bruins caught completely off guard. Wahpeton has shell-shocked South here in the final couple minutes of the half. 12-7 as Gilbertson picks up a bunch on that run. Picks up 23 yards. Gilbertson rolls right. Looking downfield, we got a flag. Gilbertson will just tuck it and get out of bounds after a short gain. Maybe coming back. As we await the penalty. It is holding on the Huskies. So that last run officially goes for 20 from Gilbertson on the fake punt. But the Huskies, with 1:01 left in the first half, they'll get backed up on the holding call. But the good news about getting that fake punt to work is the likelihood of Fargo South getting the football back a lot smaller now as both teams are down to one timeout. They'll wind the clock back up. We'll go under 1 minute. Huskies working out of the shotgun, 1st and 20. Gilbertson drops back. He's going to go deep downfield, going for Steffens. And it pops out at the last second. We might have a PI as we see a flag right on the route. And Steffens, who beat his man, will await the call here. Big call here. They'll talk it over. Steffens had a step on his man. And I'm not sure if they picked up the flag or what's going on as they march the football back to the 39. And then they move it forward. So it's going to be a defensive PI, second of the game on Jackson Lewis, who has been locked in a battle on the outside with Steffens. And it's a costly one as that will stop the clock and move the Huskies forward. Steffens nearly made the catch anyways. It is now 1st and 5.
And he gives the Huskies a very rare 1st and 6.
So Gilbertson out of the shotgun, 44 seconds in the half. Huskies at the Bruins 25. He's dropping back to pass again, and he's looking deep again. He's got Steffens, and Steffens falling backwards, reaching up, bringing it home. 25-yard TD pass from Jack Gilbertson to Braden Steffens, and the Beast beats his man to the end zone. 18-7 Huskies. How about that? Howling on senior night. They've been in the first half of every game this year, but they haven't been quite this dominant as they pull ahead. Perfectly placed ball by Gilbertson. And Steffens makes the adjustment and catches it moving backwards for pay dirt. 18-7 Huskies take the lead. They're going to go for 2 here. It's going to be a pass. They're looking for the boundary of the end zone and just out of the reach of Steffens. So the Huskies 0 for 3 on conversions, but they do have 3 first-half touchdowns. Gilbertson with 2 through the air, Steffens and Kumo with a TD catch, and Gilbertson with another one on a keeper. 18-7, Huskies lead the Bruins with just 37 seconds left in the first half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Back in 30 seconds, Wahpeton looking for their first win of the season. Why not tonight?
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Braden Steffens, after a couple mano-a-mano battles that were won by Jackson Lewis, where he jarred the ball loose, Steffens able to draw 2 pass interference calls and then finally able to get the separation he's looking for a 25-yard touchdown. And just like that, bang, bang, it's 18-7 Huskies. 37 seconds left to go in the first half. We'll tally up the halftime stats for you when we head to the break, and then we will be joined by Wahpeton Activities Director David Woods. Kickoff is away. Peterson gets all of that one. Backpedaling, taking it at the 10. Here come the Bruins. Left side. Barth trying to blow it up. And Barth is going to stop the return man in his tracks. He is joined on that tackle. Let's try to get the number here for you. That was number 82. Joining him on the tackle. That was Braxton Mickelson getting in on the party. Final 30 seconds of the first half. After just a methodical drive down the field to start the game that led to a passing score for the Bruins. It's been all Huskies. 4 turnovers on downs in the opening half. So we'll see if the Bruins try to get cute here. They got 30 seconds to do it. Ball at their own 28-yard line. Rolling right is Morris. Looking to throw. And this one batted out of bounds or intercepted. Braden Steffens able to stay inside right in front of the Bruins sideline, and the Huskies, if they want to, they got another chance to take a shot for the end zone. Braden Steffens catches a touchdown. Very next play, catches one on defense. Couldn't tell if he had it or not all the way across the field, but he jumped the route and he played receiver. 18-7 Huskies. Don't be surprised if Jack Gilbertson winds up and catapults one to the end zone. They have it at the Bruins' 42-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. They got one timeout to work with. They may try a run play. Snap is away. Gilbertson dropping back. He's going to step up in the pocket, avoid pressure, looking downfield. He's got a man. Play on the sideline, hauled in. What a catch. Aiden Bonchez with a double toe tap. That one would have been good on Sundays. And the Huskies, with 15 seconds left, have the football at the 29. What a pass by Gilbertson. He rolls left, buys time, and puts that on the outer half of the boundary line where only his man could get it. And all the Bruins sideline could do was watch an SC top 10 catch. Poncha's catch goes for about 20, I believe, as Gilbertson, with 15 seconds left, takes the shotgun snap, looking for Steffens once again, one-on-one coverage, and he hauls it in! Braden Steffens able to stay in bounds, hand-eye coordination, 100 on Madden, and he brings it in. What a play by the Huskies, a 23-yard pass from Gilbertson to Steffens. Here come the Huskies from the 6-yard line, 12 seconds to go. Gilbertson's going to keep it. He's going to try the right side. Barreling towards the end zone, awaiting the signal. They're going to mark him down at the half-yard line with 4 seconds to go. The Huskies will have one more play in the first half. And the Bruins somehow come out of the pile with the football. Oh my goodness, 6 inches away from back-to-back touchdowns in the final 30 seconds of the half, and the Huskies cough it up. Just trying to get that extra yardage, maybe extend the tip of the football over the goal line, and it's taken away by the Bruins. It's going to be a touchback as it was recovered in the end zone. So Gilbertson with a costly fumble there. The Huskies still have the lead, however. 18-7, 4 seconds left in the half. The Bruins probably just going to kneel this one down. And they nearly lose the snap, but they'll kneel on it. So the Huskies, they nearly score back-to-back touchdowns, and that would have been incredible going up 24-7. But as it stands, you got to be pretty happy with your team on senior night. Coming in here 0-8 with an 18-7 first half lead. How about those Huskies? 18-7 halftime on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard representing auto owners. I'm Robert Wanek. I'm going to stat the half for you quick, and in just a couple minutes, we'll be joined by Wahpeton Activities Director David Woods. We're going to talk about a couple gals who qualified for the cross-country state tournament, and we're going to talk about a brand new video board going up at Wap High.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Everybody likes discounts, and really, who doesn't want to save money, especially on their auto insurance? Hi, I'm Carson Zard, a Nodak Insurance Company agent in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Talk to me about how we can save you money by taking advantage of our multi-vehicle, multi-line, EFT, safe driver, and good student discounts. Call 701-642-9251 for your quote. I'm Carson Zard, your agent with answers. I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call for a quote today.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Eggeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Welcome to the Minn Kota Egg Products Halftime Show, your number one agriculture marketing and supply company. And what a half it's been for the Huskies. I know it ended on a fumble at the half-yard line, but a big-time strike to Steffens, another one to Cooper Coolmo, and the guy doing all the work, Jack Gilbertson, the sophomore quarterback. 79 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air for Jack, an extra 93 in a score with his legs. You do the math. That's a lot of yards in the first half, is potentially approaching 400 total yards if he can keep things rolling. Braden Steffens, a very quiet start to the half. He had an 8-yard catch, and that was the only one he had till late in the second quarter when he hauled in a 23-yard touchdown. And then he backed that up with a 23-yard catch on the sideline, just a signature toe tap catch from Steffens. Mike Peterson doing the job, softening up the defense. Peterson has 7 carries for 23 yards, right on that 4 yards per carry average. And then Aiden Bonchez, he has a 6-yard catch and a 20-yard catch, so a pair of catches for him. And Braden Steffens adding an interception on defense, so just a signature game for the senior. Wouldn't expect anything less. And then defensively, Rylan Flack, 3 tackles for loss. That's been big time. We can't forget the Luke Anderson pancake block that cleared the way for the Gilby rushing touchdown. And the punt block by Belkey, the punt recovery by Barth has just been the most complete half of the season for Wahpeton. And, how cool is that to see as the AD, David Woods? They're putting together the most complete half when all hope seems lost on the season.
Yeah, I don't really expect anything less because there's just a bunch of talent on there, and you like to see them putting it together and just not giving up on the season and doing what they need to do. As an AD, it's wonderful to see that never say die attitude.
So we're going to talk about a few other things here as we already ran through the stats, and looks like we got just under 8 for halftime. I want to start off by talking about the video board. It's been a big project. You guys are kind of trying to bring the big dance feel to Wahpeton High School. And, part of that is the experience, the fan experience, the player experience. And you guys have installed a new video board. It'll feature ads. Tell me what that process has been like and how close we are to having that baby working in the gym.
So we had the old video board, and that video board, it was obsolete. It served its purpose. It did what it had to do. But, we were having troubles with it and, connectivity problems and everything needed to be upgraded. So we really leaned on our community to help us, and it was wonderful. I mean, they came up with answers. They helped design their own commercials. They did their stills. They did everything. And so it was about like a $180,000 project, and it was privately funded. You know what I mean? Like we fundraised. The community came out and they said, yes, we want to support kids. We want to have good experiences in Wahpeton. And so it really came together. Last week, during the short week, we had people in and they were hooking up electrical and doing all kinds of things like that. This week, they were doing all of the hardware. And today, it is up and running. It is going to be exciting. When fans come in, they are in for a treat. It's a really good experience for everyone.
Did you get to see either of the ads that I produced for the video board? You guys do a test run of any of those yet?
We did not do a test run of those. That's going to be next week. What we were doing, we were learning what to do, how to do, all those things. So Jeff Ralph, he heads a class. The class is going to take it over. They're going to be doing a lot of things. So there's going to be so much student involvement in it. I'll know how to do things. Mr. Hocker was in. He was impressed by everything. And it's just, what a wonderful time to be a Husky, What a wonderful experience for us. And we just like to thank the community for coming out and seeing that need and fulfilling that for us.
It's super exciting when you talk about big projects like that being privately funded. I mean, it's just the full circle, the radio station ends up getting some of those dollars because we end up producing some of the ads.
Right.
And it's just awesome. It's great advertising. Shout out to Julesen Accounting, Nadine Julesen LLC, and also Judy Schmidt at the Clinic for Oral Health in Wahpeton who trusted me to produce their video ads for that. I'm super excited to see it, and it's going to be a fun basketball season. While we got a couple minutes here, let's talk cross country. We got some girls turning some heads. Kira Wurtzema and Lucy Comstock kind of fighting for the all-time record for the Breckenridge Wahpeton Storm program. It's been changing hands between them, I think 3 times total now. And then they both go out 4th and 5th. I can't remember the order, but neck and neck at any rate.
Yes.
And they qualify for state out of sections, which was not a guarantee for them.
No.
It was a toss-up, and they went out and they got it done. So how cool is that?
It was wonderful. Like, what Kira Wurtzema and Lucy Comstock, I mean, they've been running strong all season. Larry Lash, he's been preparing that team. We had an outside chance of even having our team make state, the women's team make state. And it was just a really exciting time. So it wasn't just me. It was a bunch of other coaches. We were all on a text stream and trying to, chomping at the bit to see what the results were. And he comes in, he's like, Lucy got 4th, Kira got 5th. And then we see a video and they're running together. Now, let me make this clear. They were in a sea of perm.
Yeah, okay? That sounds about right.
It was, but they held their own. Hats off to them. Hats off to the team for a wonderful year. Hats off to Larry Lash.
Might as well call that perm team just a bunch of Olympic gold medalists.
Yep.
So anytime you could see some gray and white BW Storm jerseys in there, you're doing something with your program, and really uncharted territory for the program to be in state contention as a team. So shout out to Troy Burnt, too, kind of taking the torch for the boys team. He's been their top runner all year and setting an example for the boys team to get better as they start moving forward into the next echelon of their careers.
I should mention Christy Hare as well. Christy Hare, she's been with the program a very long time. Hats off to her for doing everything that she does. She does a lot of little things for the team, and I just want to congratulate her as well.
Yeah, shout out to Christy. She's also the photographer at those meets, and that's an important role. We have Carol Colby over in Breckenridge.
Yep.
We have Christy for the cross country and the wrestling. There's some other ones, and then we have Alexis Peterson here, who does a lot of work for the Huskies. I actually talked to her before the game. I just wanted to congratulate her on how much improvement she's had in her photos, and I had to let her know they were great before, but they're just on a whole nother stratosphere now, her professional photography. And she said, yeah, now I look back at my old stuff and I'm kind of like, and I said, trust me, people thought your old stuff was great, but you've gotten so good now that even you think your stuff is great. So shout out to Alexis Peterson. she's got to do a lot of stuff for you guys photo-wise, right?
Yeah, so she is the one that does our media day pictures. Jeff's class that I mentioned before, plus some other people. It was Taya last year that put them all together.
Yeah, Taya Luneberg, the
yep.
social media savant.
Yep, she's here tonight too. It's just awesome that things come together. We are very fortunate. I tell everybody this, every opportunity I get. We are so fortunate in Wahpeton to get the exposure that we do. Things that you do, things that, Three Border Sports, things that you both do. The amount of photographers that we have in this town that are willing to give up pictures and willing to do things for projects that we want to do to promote kids. And that's what we're all in here for. It's just, we make a little money on the side or whatever, but, through advertising and sponsorships or whatever. But what is this for? What am I even here for? What are you even here for? Put kids first.
Yeah, we always push each other, and, whether it comes to the streaming companies, we got the newspaper here, too.
Yep.
The way I see it is a quote from Gary Vee: if you want to have the biggest building in town, don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Work together and just focus on building the biggest building. And that's
right.
what Wahpeton High School is trying to do with AD David Woods. It's always fun to have you on and just kind of shine the spotlight on everybody who sometimes gets lost in the mix.
Yep.
And this is it. This is a small-town sports mecca, and we're lucky we get to experience. So thank you for joining me, David. We're going to kick it back to the ad break. It looks like they might put maybe a couple minutes back up, but I gotta take the 10-mile trek down to the restroom. So we'll be back after an ad break. That was Dr. David Woods with another AD update. Always staying positive and always being on the cutting edge at Wap High. Second half coming up, 18-7 Huskies looking for their first win of the season on the I3G Sports Network.
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Are you tired of fixing the same problems? Here at Reddy, we offer performance seating solutions that last. Whether it's new parts for your drill or a complete rebuild of your air seeder, we can help. We resolve your challenges through in-house engineering, manufacturing, and sourcing of the highest quality North American-made products. We are ready to bring our passion and expertise directly to your farm to solve all your equipment challenges. Reach out to us at 701-205-1485 and schedule your free inspection today.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
Superior Builders is a proud sponsor of tonight's Breckenridge baseball game. Brian Bernades and his team of building pros are ready to meet your needs. Superior Builders of Wahpeton has served farmers, ranchers, commercial businesses, and home builders throughout North Dakota since 2005. With a focus on providing economical, durable, and aesthetically pleasing pole buildings, Superior Builders has built a reputation for quality work and satisfied clients. Contact Superior Builders today to get started on your dream building by calling 701-238-7740.
After a banner half from the Huskies seniors on senior night and sophomore QB Jack Gilbertson, the Huskies take an 18-7 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and they will receive the kickoff, or they won't, as it will be booted into the back of the end zone. So the Huskies get a touchback. They lead 18-7, inches away from a 24-7 lead. Gilbertson, with 4 seconds left, tried the QB keeper, got punched out in the pile, and South recovered it in the end zone, and that's how the first half ended. So the Huskies, they'll get a chance to stay white hot here on offense. Gilbertson with 3 first-half touchdowns. Steffens and Kumo with receiving scores. Gilbertson ran one in from short distance. Thanks for tuning in on KBMW News Live YouTube. All you radio listeners working hard for Beat Harvest on AM 1450. Hope to have a fun second half here and hopefully bring you the Huskies' first win of the season. Back in action from the 20. Wahpeton takes over. 3 receivers bunched up on the left side of the line. They'll start it off with Mike Peterson. Peterson falls forward for a gain of 1. Peterson in the first half, 7 carries, 23 yards. Starts it off with a 1-yard run here. Running room has been at a premium for Mike tonight. But I'll give him credit. The kid always seems to fall forward and turn his body laterally and just churn those legs. Make sure that he gets positive yardage. 2nd and 9 for Wahpeton. That's all you're going to see tonight, folks, a shotgun look. Peterson on the right-hand side. This time it's Gilbertson running behind Peterson, and he carries a defender on his back for a decent gain of about 4 yards. Peterson leading the way there. As a senior running back, you got to have a guy who just does what's asked of him, and a lot of times he's blocking on this RPO, and he does a great job. So that'll bring up 3rd and just under 5 yards here for the Huskies. Seems like a big drive here with the 2-score lead, a chance to really flip the game. Gilbertson rolls left. He's in trouble. He's going to evade the sack. Gets clipped at the ankles. Throws a pick. Felt the pressure. Defender slid down to his shoestrings, and Gilbertson throws an interception on the left sideline. That one was picked off by number 11, Javon Anderson. So if my knowledge serves me right, Anderson has a receiving score and a pick. He's trying to keep pace with Braden Steffens tonight, and taking over inside Huskies territory is Fargo South with a golden chance to get back in this ball game. In the 3rd quarter has been the Achilles heel for the Huskies this year. They've went scoreless in nearly every game this year in quarter 3. Shotgun snap to Austin. He'll take it. Rushed by Brushert. And Brushert's going to draw the holding penalty. Not only did Brushert put the blocker on his back, looks like he drew the hold as well. So Isaiah Brushert, a force to be reckoned with. All the seniors tonight showing out. They really have played well. Rushered in on a handful of tackles. Luke Anderson blocking like a madman. Belke with the block punt. Steffens with the touchdown grab. It's been a huge night for the Husky seniors. So that'll move South backwards. Minus 10 yards for the Bruins. 90 seconds into the second half. 18-7 Wahpeton on your CFI scoreboard, representing auto owners. Huskies fans hoping for a win. It's been 8 weeks. Huskies showing pressure on the edge, both sides. Now Peterson drops into coverage, passes to the right side, a lot of room, and it's going to be caught. Husky secondary giving some big cushion on the outside, and Amari Taylor brings it in. Nice pickup. It'll get them near the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 14, they pick up 6. The Huskies kind of, playing a mini prevent there. 2nd and 14. Dropping back to pass again, rolling right and under pressure and just throwing it out of bounds. 2 receivers in the area, nowhere to go, and again being rushed out of the pocket. And that's been the story. Austin Morris, he's had a lot of success with his legs. He's actually had some nice dimes too through the air, but he has been under duress all night long. So the Huskies get a push. Just 5 sacks on the year, but they are making him run around. He's getting his steps in today. 3rd and 14 from the Huskies 37. Money down for Wahpeton. Shotgun set, looking to pass, goes to the outside, has a man, a little bit of room to run. Tackle made short of the first down. And once again, that pass goes to Javon Anderson. So Javon Anderson very involved, and the Bruins, they can go for it here. Ball on the Huskies 28, 4th and long. 4th and medium, 4th and 6 at the Huskies 28-yard line. Huskies already with a 4th down stop, 2 turnovers on the punt. Austin being rushed. Running back picks up the block, and he's going to throw it downfield. It's going to be caught and breaking a tackle into the end zone. Once again, they go to Anderson, and that was his drive. Hang that on his shoulders. Touchdown from 28 yards out. And after the Huskies fail to score from the 2-yard line at the half, the Bruins respond with a stop and a score. 28-yard strike from Austin to Anderson. The Austin Anderson moving company goes right into the end zone. 18-13, and they're going to go for the PAT kick. Kick is up, and it is blocked. Once again, that looked like number 54. It was Ryland Flack this time. Braden Steffens in there too. Somebody got a Husky paw on it. A blocked punt, a blocked PAT. Huskies lead by 5, 18-13. And the Huskies, who have been extremely quiet in the second half of ball games, they got to dig deep tonight with this 0-8 record and try to salvage something this season. It is the final week of the season. Wahpeton leads 18-13 early on in the third quarter on your CFI scoreboard. Back in 30 seconds from Frank Vertin Field.
You know, Mom and Dad's favorite season is autumn. Crisp air, changing leaves, and a cozy life at Twin Town Villa.
That's for sure. Since they moved into Twin Town Villa, the change has been amazing.
Yeah, they're so relaxed and comfortable now.
And we've got the peace of mind, knowing that they're surrounded by kindness and security.
That's a great warm feeling as the weather gets cooler.
When the decision moves towards assisted living, fall into caring comfort.
It's not an easy decision, but at Twin Town Villa, it's the best decision all around. No matter what the season, you're never alone at Twin Town Villa.
Huskies to receive the kick after the 28-yard touchdown pass from Austin to Anderson. Makes it 18-13 Wahpeton. Fargo South claps back. Last Huskies drive ended in a interception. Bouncing kick taken by Kumo. He'll go right to left. He's got to get upfield. And he does, and he's going to take it out to the 37. So Kumo going east-west coach is probably a little bit worried, but Kumo says, don't worry, I got this. It's called patience. Nice return from the sophomore who's having another big game. They're actually going to mark him at the 37-yard line. So a big return from Kumo on the bouncing kick. The Huskies take over. Last two drives ended in turnovers, a fumble and a pick. Gilbertson keeps, and he is hit hard in the backfield trying to stay on his feet, and he is slammed to the ground. A little bit of extracurricular there. No flags come out as number 76, Darian Williams, breathing in the face of Gilbertson after that. A big loss, actually just 2 yards. So Gilbertson just fighting tooth and nail to stay on his feet. It's 2nd and 12 Huskies. Moves them back to their own 35-yard line. Shotgun look once again for Wahpeton. Trips all on the left side of your screen. Gilbertson straight drop back. And he's going to look downfield. And it's just a bit underthrown for Steffens. Looked like Steffens had about 3 guys keeping eyes on him. And it'll be 3rd and 12 in the Huskies. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Once again, the third quarter curse seems to be in effect. See if I can get the reverse announcers jinx going on here and then get something rolling. 3rd and 12, trips on the near side. Peterson in the left pocket, doesn't do a whole lot of receiving. He will go out on the right side, and they're going to go downfield here. And a well-placed ball on the outside, brought in, I believe, Aiden Bonchez. So Bonchez broke his route. The football was already headed his way, and it lands right on time. So an 18-yard completion for Jack Gilbertson. And they have it inside Bruins territory. High snap, Gilbertson able to hang on, and he is ripped down from behind. Not much there. So Gilbertson back-to-back carries for a loss. Looks like another 2-yard loss. 3 carries for 0 yards in the second half, plus the 18-yard completion. 8:29 to go in the third quarter. 18-13 Wahpeton on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Big second down here from midfield. Gilbertson's got 2 receivers on the near side. Looks like it's Braden Steffens split out wide right. Gilbertson's going to keep it. He's going to jet up, and he's going to be clipped from behind. It looked like he might turn that one into a chunk gain, but rallying to the football is the Bruins. He will pick up 5, brings up 3rd and 7. So the Huskies moving the football to the Fargo South 45. Gilbertson on the straight keep. 3rd and 7. 2 downs to play with here if you want. Huskies would just assume pick it up now. Shotgun snap, straight drop back. Gilbertson going deep down the field again, broken up at the 30. Looking for Bonchez. So 2 targets for Bonchez on this drive. And the Huskies, they may go. I think it might be too early here to try to draw the Bruins off sides. You want to keep those 3 timeouts at your disposal. So they're going to drop Gilbertson back to punt. So 2 empty drives here for Wahpeton to start the third quarter, and Fargo South chomping at the bit, down 18-13 on your CFI scoreboard. Gilbertson back at about the 43 to punt, and he will get it away. We'll see where this one goes out of bounds. Lands out of bounds a little too soon. I think they'll mark it at about the 25. And they're going to give a favorable spot to the Huskies. They mark it at the 20. So the Bruins offense coming back out after a 28-yard touchdown strike on their last drive. 2 touchdown passes now for senior quarterback Austin Morris. And Morris has been good as a runner. He's only 5'9", and his running style, he kind of crouches down. It's hard to see him once he gets in between the tackles, able to squeeze free for some extra yards. Very shifty. The Huskies, who have been airtight on defense tonight, they need to get back to that. And they will mark it at the 25-yard line after a quick discussion. They're going to roll 3 wide receivers out left, probably just to open the field up for Morris, as the Huskies show pressure on the left side. Huskies blitz left side. And great blocking by the Bruins. And Morris is going to scramble all the way out to the 39-yard line. So first down on a 14-yard run from Morris. And, man, you wonder if the Wahpeton line is getting tired out again, as they showed pressure on the left side, and the Bruins able to pick the blitz up no problem and just toss a couple Huskies. 1st and 10 from the 39. Bruins with the same set, trips on the near side of your screen. This time it's a handoff to the running back, Luke Anderson, with the tackle, but not before he busts through the line of scrimmage for a pickup of about 3. So Anderson very active, able to get off that block, but he's not getting any pinch on each side of him. So by the time the running back gets to Anderson and Anderson gets loose from his blocker, the running back's got a lot of momentum moving forward. Anderson looking for some help from his sophomore lineman. Shotgun, 2 wide receivers near side, 1 up high, pass, rolling to the right, looking downfield, nobody there, great coverage by Isaiah Brushert. Isaiah Brushert running right in front of Javon Anderson, who has 2 touchdowns tonight, and Brushert looking for a pick 6 there, and it was a nice job by the quarterback, Austin Morris, of just throwing it out of bounds. So that brings up a big 3rd and 7. So the Bruins can take the lead with a touchdown, as Wahpeton leads 18-13 with 3 failed conversions. 3rd and 7 from the Bruins 43. Austin looking for the quick hitter on the outside. It is intercepted. Racing up the left sideline to the 30, to the 25. Loose to the 10. Hit from behind and taken down inside the 10. A big-time interception for the Huskies. And we'll see who came up with that pick jumping the route. Jumping the route and taking it up the sideline for the pick. A big-time play for the Huskies, and that was Cooper Kumo. The young playmaker continues to shine under the Friday night lights. Interception number 2 on the season, and the Huskies have it at the 7. Gilbertson keeps on the RPO, left side, a lot of room to run. Hit from behind, bumped forward, actually helped him out, as he'll take it to the 3. So 4-yard rush from Jack Gilbertson. Kumo with the INT, setting up the Huskies deep inside the red E red zone. Read that route like a book. Now we have 2nd and goal from the 3. Wahpeton trying to go up by 2 scores. Man in motion is Kumo. They fake the handoff. Gilbertson left side again. He is stacked up. First man in on that tackle, Adron Wilson, 5'9", 175. Got his pad level down and stopped Gilbertson in his tracks. 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Huskies coming up empty-handed from the 2 to end the half. Trying to avoid that scenario right now. It's the sophomore Jack Gilbertson at the controls. Michael Peterson, the senior, in his left pocket. Steffens all alone on the right side, split wide. This time it's Peterson. Peterson's hit. We got a push moving forward towards the goal line. And it looks like he's going to be just shy at the 1. So Peterson picks up 2. It'll bring up 4th and goal inside the 1. Now Huskies line just pushing their senior leader towards the end zone. He comes up just short. 4th and goal from the 1. This is where that shotgun set becomes tricky. You actually have about 5 yards to go once you get the snap. Kumo in motion. Gilbertson takes the snap. It's a pass play from the 1. Rolling right, nowhere to go, in trouble. Reverses course to the left. Throws it to the end zone, and it is hauled in. Michael Peterson, his second score of the season, his first through the air. And the Huskies go up by 2 scores. Gilbertson was racing to the right, stopped on a dime, turned his back to the defense, rolled left, fired a strike to Michael Peterson. 24-18 Huskies. Keeping the play alive, sophomore QB Jack Gilbertson avoiding trouble through the air and tossing his 3rd touchdown of the night. Peterson on for the PAT, and this time it's no good. So 0 for 4 on conversion attempts, but Wahpeton goes up by 11. You're going to want to go back and watch that one on KBMW News Live YouTube as Jack Gilbertson extended the play and did it all himself, and Michael Peterson never gave up on the broken play. Design pass rolling to the right on a boot, and he goes back to the left, and Peterson finds some real estate in the front of the end zone. 24-13, and the senior, Mike Peterson, on the board. Wahpeton looking real good here on your CFI scoreboard. Back in 30 seconds, we'll see if the Bruins have another counterpunch in them on KBMW.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Peterson kicks it off, taken inside the 18, fake pitch. Here comes Anderson. He's trying to go the distance. Anderson at the 50, and that play is upended after a big return. Aiden Bonchez saves it from going the distance, but the fake pitch got Wahpeton to bite, and Anderson used that speed to get to the outside. A jet-setting return from a guy who's been a game breaker today, Javon Anderson. So the Bruins will start this drive at the Huskies 44 after they nearly answer on the ensuing kickoff. Wahpeton up 24-13 after Gilbertson throws his 3rd touchdown of the night, this time to Mike Peterson. Gilbertson with 4 total touchdowns, an interception, and a fumble for the Huskies. 3:48 to go in the 3rd quarter, 24-13 WAP on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Austin takes the low snap, looking outside, looks off the defense, finds a man wide open in the soft spot. Taken down by Steffens. The reception is going to be good for about 11 yards, so that'll move the chains. Hauled in by Peyton Onerheim, his 2nd of the season. 6'2", 155 Onerheim. And that was a good job. They ran the receiver out on the flats, and Austin stared him down, looked him off, went to his 2nd read. Shotgun set, 3 wide. Fullback on the left side in the backfield. He'll motion right. Direct snap to the running back, trying to get up the middle, but met quickly. Push back. Both lines trying to get some yards here, but Wahpeton's going to win that battle. They do the direct snap to Adron Wilson, kind of an end-over-end snap. See Michael Peterson climb up from the bottom of the pile. 2nd and 8 for the Bruins. And the Huskies do score in the 3rd quarter tonight, and that may be the turning of the tide, as that's been their big issue this season. Ball at the Huskies 29, 2nd and 8. Austin out of the gun. Austin looking to pass. Under pressure, steps up, runs. Nearly tripped up, but he'll break the tackle. Take it for another 1st down. Finally brought down by Bonchez. Gets up gingerly. Takes it all the way down to the 12. That was a good job feeling the pressure on what looked to be a pass-first play. And Austin just steps up. Takes it up the left sideline, inside the ready red zone. Bruins have options now at the 12, fresh set of downs. Shotgun look, 2 wide. Hand off to the left side and a big-time tackle there. Once again, Larry Brushert. Brushert on the tackle, not much there, maybe a half yard. They'll call it 2nd and 9. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. That is just cruising by. Huskies up by 11. 15 on the play clock. Bruins back to the line. 2nd and 9 from the 11. They need the 2. Austin fakes the handoff. He'll roll right. Going back to the left. Finds some room up the middle. Hit from behind. Breaks the tackle. Puts his helmet down. In for 6. A nifty run from Austin as he looked like he was going to be taken down about 3 different times. He kept changing course. Sets his GPS on the end zone, and the Bruins not ready to leave yet. 24-19. Wahpeton's lead is back down to 5. Austin's been so good at running. They trust him to throw the ball as well, but he throws a pick last drive. They just come back and say, we'll go right back to the run game with our quarterback. PAT is blocked again. My goodness. They can't get a block on special teams as Steffens gets in there and swats the kick away. That's a blocked punt and 2 blocked PATs for the Huskies. This game has had it all. 24-19. Fargo South strikes on a touchdown scramble from their senior QB, Austin. And they're right back in the ball game. So we get the scoreboard updated for you on KBMW News Live YouTube. We'll stay here with you, folks. What a game so far. Austin showing he can do it through the air and on the ground. Jack Gilbertson doing the same. And boy, though, does that QB keeper at the 2-yard line with 4 seconds left in the first half loom large now as Gilbertson gets it punched out and the Bruins recovered in the end zone. Wahpeton heads into the half with a 1-score lead instead of 2. And then they extend it to 2 early in the third quarter, and the Bruins answer back. Great to see Michael Peterson get in the end zone. It has been since week 2 since he scored a touchdown. And this was his first receiving touchdown of the year, potentially the first of his career. So 24-19, quarter 3 here, $1:30 left on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, representing Auto Owners Insurance. South set to kick it off. Steffens and Bonches back deep. Steffens and Kumo, it looks like, back deep. And gets all of that one, puts it in the end zone. And that's the second touchback of the game for Bruins kicker number 18, Caleb Nissen. 6'2", 190, big leg. Huskies are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. And boy, they are in this one. They're not in this one. They're in the lead, 24-19, against the South team that just beat number 5 ranked Red River last week, 20-14. Red River trounced Wahpeton here, 55-26, and Wahpeton is looking like a whole new team tonight. From the 20, shotgun look for Wahpeton, final 90 seconds of the third quarter. Gilbertson drops back. He's going to keep it on the RPO, and he's hit almost immediately, falls forward for 2 yards. So Gilbertson, after having 93 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half, see what he's got in the second half for you. 11 yards on 6 carries. So the Bruins went into the locker room, schemed it up, and have eliminated the rushing attack of Jack Gilbertson from the QB spot so far. Final minute of the third quarter, 2nd and 8 for the Huskies from their 22. Snap is off. Another fake handoff. Here comes Gilbertson, left side, breaks a tackle, barrels over the linebacker, and he's going to make this third and manageable. Gilbertson runs so hard, and for a kid who's had, several shoulder injuries already, and he's only a sophomore, talk about having no fear. Sometimes players just don't play the same coming back from multiple injuries. Jack Gilbertson has played better every time he's came back. That brings up 3rd and 3. Looks like the Huskies are going to take this one into the fourth quarter. There's no difference between the play clock and the game clock. As it winds down and the Huskies will walk off the field. They'll throw up four fingers. They got a shot to pick up their first win of the season tonight, leading 24-19 as we head into the fourth. Let's hear it for those Huskies. Turn it up to 10. Fourth quarter coming up in just a moment on KBMW News Live YouTube and AM 1450. It's senior night at Husky Field, and they lead Fargo South on the CFI scoreboard.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Choose Casey Formanek with Country Financial in Wahpeton, where he makes insurance easy. Whether you're shopping for home, car, or more, he takes the time to understand your specific insurance needs and explain what option works best for you. Call Casey at 701-353-6071 to book an appointment today. Auto and home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Preferred Insurance Company, and Country Casualty Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
The Huskies and the Bruins trade scores in the fourth quarter. Wahpeton leads 24-19. Final 12 minutes of the season. 3rd and 3 from the Huskies' own 27. Gilbertson working out of the shotgun. He's got trips staggered on the near side of your screen. Snap is away. Gilbertson's going to tuck it, plunge forward, and power through for a first down. Gilbertson tucked that thing like a baby in his arms and just trucked the second level. Big run from Gilbertson. Gilbertson picks up 7, his longest run of the second half. Huskies working from the 34. They move the chains. Steady diet of Jack Gilbertson on the RPO. This time it's Michael Peterson showing a burst up the middle. Michael Peterson blazing fast. Credit the right side of that Huskies line who opened up the Red Sea for him, and Michael Peterson did not miss that gap. 11-yard run for Mike, his longest of the day. First run of 10 or more yards. Michael Peterson is feeling some good mojo after that receiving touchdown. And if Wahpeton can sustain a run game with Gilbertson and Peterson in the fourth quarter and be the team that wears down the Bruins instead of wearing down themselves, they could get the outcome they've been looking for the last 8 weeks. 2 wide up high. Peterson on the right side in the backfield. Man in motion is Kumo. They fake the handoff. Gilbertson up the middle gets a good block. Peterson kind of hip checking a guy out of the way, and Gilbertson will pick up a couple. So Gilbertson picks up 3. And those missed conversions, the 2-point conversion and the 3 kicks for Wahpeton that were no good, has them up only 5. So they cannot withstand another touchdown if they don't put points on the board. 2nd and 7 near midfield. Wahpeton with the football. Gilbertson taking his time. 7 on the play clock. Snap is off. Handoff to Peterson. Running hard. Getting a little push from behind. That's going to make it 3rd and short. Looks like a 4-yard run for Peterson. Maybe a 3-yard run. 4-yard run for Mike Peterson. And the Huskies have 3rd and 3 into Bruins territory. Big down here for Wahpeton. Trying to show what they're made of. Snap is away. Gilbertson, he's going to keep. He's going to try the outside. He has nothing but open space inside the 40. Jack Gilbertson didn't try to get fancy. He saw a lot of green turf on the right side and took it right inside the 40. Nine-yard run for Jack Gilbertson. Finally, they're getting him loose after he was held to just 4 yards on his first 5 carries of the second half. As the wind picks up here, making the pass game iffy. Wahpeton will stick with the run. This time it's Peterson turning his back to the defense, churning forward, and now he'll get shoved back. But his forward progress will pick up about 4. So Michael Peterson just puts his back plate into the D-line, puts his heels in the ground, just keeps on plowing. Mike Peterson showing some serious grit here on senior night. He's having a nice second half. 23 yards on 5 carries after the break for Peterson. 2nd and 6 from the 35. 2 wide up high. Peterson in the backfield. Your tight end is Brushard on the left side. Man in motion again is Kumo. Little pitch to Peterson. Makes a man miss. Trying to get some yardage, and he will fall forward. So Peterson looked like he was going to be wrangled for a big loss. Luckily, that first juke stick was able to pick up, as we await the yardage here, picks up just 1, but it could have been a loss of yardage, and Michael Peterson turned it into a positive gain. So another 3rd and 5 for the Huskies, and man, this is important. They got to sustain this drive. If they give the Bruins the football back, they might not see it again. 24-19 Wahpeton, under 8 minutes to play on your CFI scoreboard. 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun formation. Gilbertson with the handoff to Peterson. Breaks free on the right side. Cuts it back on the left side, inside the 15. Big time blocking again. It looked like Aiden Bonchez, one of the receivers out there, turning into an O-lineman. Huge run for Mike Peterson. That's going to eat up some clock and get them close to the red zone. A 20-yard run for Mike Peterson. Longest of the game. Inside the red zone at the 14-yard line. Gilbertson keeps, and he's swallowed up. Both Gilbertson and Peterson met right away on that RPO, so wouldn't have mattered if Jack handed it off. They had both sides covered. And that's going to be a loss of 2 yards for Gilbertson. So back to the 16-yard line, still inside the red zone. And the Huskies are going to take this thing down to 6:45 on the game clock, leading 24-19 in the fourth quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Trips on the left side. Gilbertson looking to pass under pressure. He's going to throw, and looked like it was partially tipped there by the uber athletic number 11, Javon Anderson. We've seen him do a bit of everything today. An interception for Anderson, at least 1 touchdown on the day, and he bats that one away. Looking for Steffens at the pylon. And that brings up 3rd and 12, and it stops the clock at 6:29. So the Huskies, 3rd and 12. They got 2 downs to work with here as they're deep in Bruins territory at the 16. A score would go a long ways to putting this ball game away. Gilbertson keeps trying the left side, and he is thrown down by big number 76. Darian Williams, 6'1", 275. He put it all on Gilbertson there. It is now 4th and 16. So the Huskies will have to go from the 20. They'll need the 4 to move the chains. Otherwise, they'll be giving the ball back to the Bruins, leading by less than a score. Fourth and 16. Got to dig deep in the playbook here. Let's see what kind of X's and O's Gilbertson's got drawn up. Jack rolls to the right, under pressure again. He's got room, gets a big block by Peterson. He's going to keep it and run up the sideline and get nowhere near the yardage he needs. So that'll be a turnover on downs, a 5-yard rush for Jack Gilbertson. And, that one you probably got to let it go. Just give your receivers a chance. Instead, he runs it out of bounds. Nobody gets free. It's a turnover. So it's all riding on the Huskies defense now. 5:46 to go in the fourth quarter with a 24-19 lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They've been strong tonight. Do they have one last stand in them? They'll have to face the quarterback of this South team, a shifty Austin Morris. Three wide. Morris looking to pass on the very first play. He's going to go deep downfield. He's got a man, and it's right through the wickets. A surefire 85-yard touchdown, but it goes through the gloves of the receiver. So the Huskies get the biggest break of the ball game as the Bruins come out and dial up a bomb. For all you folks who used to play NFL Blitz, da bomb, that's what play that was. They can't connect. 2nd and 10. They're going to go to the sideline again. Thrown behind the receiver. Incomplete as it's hauled in. But the receiver, as we get the number for you here, looking for Kobe Simmers again, back to back. Can't connect with him. He has to lunge towards the sideline. Got parallel in the air, caught the ball, and he landed out of bounds. So 3rd and 10 for the Huskies. Big time down as they could force the Bruins to punt. Looks like the Huskies are going to drop back in coverage, anticipating pass. That's what they'll get. Stepping up in the pocket, evading pressure, making a man miss, going for the first down and more. Huskies had him. They just could not get the hips there as he turns and churns for a first down. A big run for the senior quarterback, Austin Morris. Morris felt the pressure. Pocket collapsed, and Morris just did it all himself. 1st and 10, out to the Bruins 27. Morris out of the gun. He'll keep right side. He's got a lot of room to run. He's going to kind of slow up and get stacked up, but not before he picks up about 5 or 6 yards. Michael Peterson there to limit the damage for the Huskies. Clock's ticking. Bruins are moving. Not what Wahpeton wants. 24-19 Huskies on your CFI scoreboard. We'll go under 5 minutes with this next play in the ball game. Turnover would be just what the doctor ordered. They're going to pass. Under pressure, he's going to get away for a second, but Luke Anderson jumps right on top of him and flattens him like a road grader. Big tackle for Luke Anderson. No gain on the play. Another 3rd down chance for the Huskies. 3rd and 5. Luke Anderson having the game of his life tonight on senior night. Huskies have been suspect against the pass. We'll see what they do here. 24-19, 4.5 to play. Rolling left. Brushard in pursuit. Will he get him? Hit at the last second. Was that intercepted? It was! Ryland Flack! Isaiah Brushard blasts the quarterback. Ryland Flack lays out, and he gets a big man interception. You don't see that every day. Ryland Flack, 3 tackles for loss. Add an interception to the tally, and the Huskies take the football back. 4:14 to go, and they've got the ball all the way up at the Bruins' 31-yard line. Big-time play, Isaiah Brushard with the QB hit, and Ryland Flack with the big man pick. We just did get that on the stream if you want to go back and watch it. That is a pivotal play, and the sophomore Flack is showing out. Michael Peterson shifts and jukes and breaks loose. Peterson with a huge gain up the middle. Right side run, and Peterson makes it hurt. From the 37 to the 23, a 14-yard carry for number 28. Huskies, they can feel it. Under 4 minutes to go. 24-19, but they got to keep plugging away. The Bruins have all 3 timeouts remaining. Fresh set it down for the Huskies on the doorstep of the red zone. They'll probably keep it on the ground one more play. It's Gilbertson. Gilbertson running forward for a nice, healthy gain. So that'll pick up about 6, I believe. We're going to get a timeout here from the Bruins. How about that? Isaiah Brushard on senior night tracks down the quarterback, hits him as he lets it go, and Ryland Flack picks it off, and the Huskies have the football 2nd and 6 inside the red zone with a lead, 24-19. 3:34 to go in the game. Huskies trying to lock up their first win of the season on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll stay right here again inside the red zone. Contact Ready today for all of your air seeder and performance egg part needs. They will head to you and give you a free air seeder inspection. So before you put that thing away this year, see if you can save yourself a lot of money on those outdated parts with a rebuild. It's a lot cheaper than a new air seeder, I'll tell you that, and they'll do the inspection for free. Make sure that your most important pass of the year is your best pass of the year with red-e-egg.com. So this is it, folks. We are nearing the end of this game. 3:34 to go as the wind picks up and the Huskies howl. 2nd and 6 from the South 19. Huskies up by 5. Hand off to Peterson. Peterson carrying the pile. Luke Anderson backpacking a Bruins defender trying to get that extra yardage. And Peterson's going to pick up a couple more and make it 3rd and short. South's going to burn that second timeout with 3.5 to go. We'll take one with them this time. Huskies, a couple first downs away from victory. We'll see what they dial up on 3rd and 3 when we come back. You're listening to AM 1450, KBMW News Live YouTube, High Camp Construction timeout right now.
A remodel, addition, or new construction resembles a puzzle. You look at the edges, the colors, and what you envision as a finished work of art. Showplace Cabinetry, available at Dakota Cabinetry, can help you worry about one last piece of the puzzle. Do you have a picture in mind? Dakota Cabinetry can make your next project complete by offering countertops, custom tile backsplashes, custom tile showers, and flooring too. Stop by our showroom located at 898 8th Avenue South in Wahpeton, or call 642-2100 to check out Showplace Cabinetry.
Coming out of the High Camp Construction timeout, Wahpeton has it down to the Bruins' 16-yard line. 3rd and 3. The Bruins have burned through 2 timeouts. And Wahpeton leads 24-19. 3:26 to go on your CFI scoreboard. Big 3rd and 3 here for Wahpeton. Michael Peterson has gotten his legs under him in the second half. We'll see if they go there. Gilbertson will keep it. Bounce right side. Jump cut left side. Inside the 10. Gilbertson moves those chains. So they'll stop the clock for the chains, and we'll see if the Bruins burn that last one here. 7-yard rush from Jack Gilbertson. All the way down to the Fargo South 9-yard line. Gilbertson keeps it. Lucky to hang on to it as he's pushed back. It looked like Michael Peterson might have had his hands on that football on the RPO tuck and run, and they're lucky they didn't juggle that thing into the hands of the Bruins. So that run will go for maybe a yard for Gilbertson, maybe none. So we go under 2:30 to play in this game. No gain for Jack Gilbertson. 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. A touchdown can put this one away. Gilbertson out of the shotgun, trips on the left side. Taking his time, 4 on the play clock. Snap is away. Gilbertson tucks. He's running behind his running back, Peterson. Not much there. Drugged down from behind. And we will get that final timeout from Fargo South. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 7 when we come back. Wahpeton clinging for life to a 24-19 lead. 9 yards away from the end zone here with 2:04 to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Timeouts tonight presented by Highcamp Construction. Back in 30 seconds with a big money down for your hometown Huskies.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Huskies back out there for a big 3rd and 9. Call it 3rd and goal from the 9. Up by 5, final 2 minutes of this game on senior night. Keep an eye on Steffens high on the right side. Gilbertson's going to hand it off to Peterson. Peterson gets a push. He's inside the 3, close to the goal line, still pushing, still moving. And they're going to mark Peterson down at the 1 yard line. Man at the bottom of the pile there for the Huskies, number 57, Hunter Belke. As we just keep reeling off the senior names tonight, 4th and goal from the 1. Last time Wahpeton had it inside the 1 yard line. Gilbertson fumbled it into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if they can get a little revenge here. 95 seconds to go in this game. Wahpeton trying to avoid a winless season. Playing against the 2-6 South team that just beat number 5 Red River last week on the road. So the Huskies run the clock down to $1:19. They burn their first timeout. This is it, folks. 4th and goal from the 1 yard line. If the Huskies punch it in, they're heading home with a victory. We'll be back in 30 seconds on AM 1450.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, it's Amanda at Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. Brrr! Old Man Winter is right around the corner. Beat him to the punch. Call me, Amanda, and schedule a time to have your heating fuels filled. We thank you for your business.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
All right, folks, coming out of that Highcamp Construction timeout. 1 yard. Stands between Wahpeton and their first win of the season. They have the ball, 4th and goal from the 1 after Peterson barreled down to the goal line. Huskies trying to put this game on ice. Sophomore QB Jack Gilbertson at the reins. Peterson in the backfield. 4 wide receivers, they're balanced. Gilbertson keeps, Gilbertson forward, Gilbertson walks into the end zone. Touchdown! As former Wahpeton wide receiver Caden Kappas said, one letter says it all. That's a W. All Wahpeton's got to do is take care of business here in the final 1 minute 15. And they're going to hit that win column for the first time in 2025. 30-19, Gilbertson's second rushing score of the night. And it's a big one as he wills his way into the end zone. Wahpeton trying to make their first successful conversion of the night. It's Peterson kicking it. And the snap is bobbled, and the holder is tackled. So 30-19, Huskies lead by 11. And 1 minute and 15 seconds stands between them and victory. I'm sure it feels like a week the way the seasons went. But all they got to do is hold off the Bruins here, avoid a splash play in an onside, and they'll be coming away with a win. How about that? Nobody wants to be sitting around 20 years from now and talking about how they were part of a winless season, and Wahpeton trying to take it on their own here to make sure that doesn't happen. And you know what? When you could have just thrown in the towel and given up hope on the season, and you come out and you beat a very good Fargo South team with great pedigree who's riding a hot streak. They lost to Fargo North this year, 41-38. They just beat number 5 Red River. They come in here to Wahpeton, and all they have is 19 points to show for it. 30-19.
for the Fargo South Bruins include Toby Simmers and Javon Anderson.
So Michael Peterson set to kick it off, folks. Last ride for the Huskies, up 30-19, 1:15 to play on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Peterson's kick will bounce at the 25 into the back row. It's a good one, and the Huskies are right on it, nearly making the tackle, but breaking away for some extra yards. Huskies will take it. It'll eat some extra time off the clock. Looked like Isaiah Brushard got down there in a jiffy. 1:07 to go. Fargo South is going to need a miracle here to come away with the win. We talked about the third quarter. Huskies unable to score in the third all year long. Tonight they get one score there. They tack on in the fourth, 30-19. Expect an air raid here with the Bruins trailing by 2 scores. And the Huskies are going to erupt, as they should, if they come away with this win. Dropping back to pass, throwing it short left side, getting out of bounds. That took virtually no time off the clock as they target their playmaker, Javon Anderson. He moves the chains. That's actually going to be second, and they are going to move the chains, so 10-yard completion. And this is not what you want. You don't want them to bleed out 30 seconds, get a touchdown, and have a chance at an onside. So we'll see if somebody can get to the quarterback. Another quick out here. It's going to be the hook and ladder. It's going to pick up a good chunk of yards, and it's once again going to get out of bounds. It takes only 6 seconds. And suddenly the Bruins are out to the 43-yard line. So just 11 seconds on 2 plays. And they're getting closer and closer to the point where they can throw it to the end zone. 30-19 Huskies, 54 seconds to go. Dropping back to pass. They'll go for another quick hitter. It's Anderson again. And he's into Huskies territory to the 45. That one took just a few seconds again. 49 ticks to go, 43 yards from the end zone. They do need 2 touchdowns. Well, technically, they could score a touchdown, get the 2-point conversion, get the onside, kick a field goal. But a lot of things have to happen here for Fargo South. Ball at the 45. Dropping back to pass, stepping up in the pocket, scrambling left. Hit as he throws. It is completed to the Huskies 40. Out of bounds at the Huskies 35. About 7 seconds come off on that pass to Simmers. And Austin Morris navigating the Fargo South Bruins into Wahpeton territory. Once again, folks, 30-19 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Huskies lead. They have not won a game this year. Morris drops back. He's got time. He's going to throw it over to Anderson. It is intercepted! And just stepping out of bounds, Aiden Bonchez. Bonchez has made a couple big plays tonight, none bigger than that. Throw up the W. For the first time all season, Wahpeton can get into victory formation. (30-19). That ball overthrown. Aiden Bonchez, right time, right place, comes away with the interception. Kumo, Bonchez, and Flack with interceptions tonight. 3 picks for the Huskies defense. They came into the game with 4 on the season. They'll kneel it down, and that'll do it. Wahpeton avoids a winless season. And you know what, young men? Get out there and celebrate. They finally put it together for 4 quarters, and they're going to end 2025 with a win and something to look forward to for this young group of kids. We'll break it down. We had some underclassmen step up in a big way in this game, and the seniors did their thing as well. So we'll get into player of the game, play of the game, all that stuff after a quick break. We'll get into your Miller Realty postgame show. 30-19, Huskies. They pull it off against a Fargo South team riding higher than ever, coming off a ranked win Wahpeton coming off a drubbing at Kindred. They do it for the seniors tonight, 30-19 on KBMW News Live YouTube. Scores tonight presented by Carlson Family Insurance, representing auto owners. It's going to be rowdy in that end zone when Wade Gilbertson enters the huddle. We'll be back in a couple minutes with your stats, your player of the game, all that good stuff. What a night to be a Husky.
Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Everybody likes discounts, and really, who doesn't want to save money, especially on their auto insurance? Hi, I'm Carson Zard, a Nodak Insurance Company agent in Wahpeton, North Dakota. Talk to me about how we can save you money by taking advantage of our multi-vehicle, multi-line, EFT, safe driver, and good student discounts. Call 701-642-9251 for your quote. I'm Carson Zard, your agent with answers. I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call for a quote today.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com. Fall is here, and Gripper Sports Store has you covered. Check out their brand new fall sports apparel and gear up for the season. And it's not just sports. Grippers also offers professional inscription work for your business attire. Look sharp on the field and in the office with Gripper Sports Store.
Huskies head coach Wade Gilbertson celebrating with his dogs in the end zone tonight. Man, it's got to feel good for Wade. He really puts it all into this program, and to be 0-8 is, uncharted territory for him. They're coming off a playoff win last year, and tonight they just put it all together. The first four-quarter performance, aside from Devil's Lake and Wahpeton, takes care of business. 30-19, they get the win they've been looking for. 1-8, that'll end their season. It'll end Fargo South's season, too, at 2-7. Let's run down the stats here on your Miller Realty postgame show presented by the stats presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm. A big night for Jack Gilbertson. Let's just get the elephant in the room out of the way right away. 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery at the goal line. Now let's get into the good stuff, folks. 97 yards passing and 2 touchdowns, and boy, did the sophomore carry a heavy load. 27 carries unofficially, 149 yards and 2 more scores. 4 touchdowns for Jack Gilbertson to help this Huskies team pick up their first win of the season. And the guy doing the grinding work, the hard hat lunch pail job, that's senior running back Michael Peterson. 17 totes for 66 yards, and he got his first touchdown since week 2 of the season when he caught a receiving touchdown. So 1 rush, 1 receiving for Mike this year, and a whole lot of hard-nosed runs in between for the senior. Receiving numbers tonight, Braden Steffens coming up big on the receiving numbers as we try to get those for you. He had 54 yards and a touchdown on just 3 catches, back-to-back 23-yard grabs at the end of the first half, one of them for 6 and one of them to put them inside the red zone. Steffens, the senior, comes up big. He also hauled in an interception. So tonight we had an interception for Cooper Kuhlmo, an interception for Aiden Bonchez, an interception for Rylan Flack as well, and Braden Steffens. So 4 picks, matching the season total for the Huskies. What a night defensively. Rylan Flack coming up big as well, just all game long. And Luke Anderson, also just an animal on both sides of the line. I mean, so many highlights tonight as a blocker, and also turning what could have been 10-yard runs into 2 or 3-yard runs by getting off his block. Luke Anderson, the big senior, getting a hug from Evan McCall there. He had a huge night, and on that note, let's talk about your Essentia Health player of the game. I'm going to give it to 2 people tonight. It's not going to be Jack Gilbertson, who scored 4 touchdowns. It's not going to be Michael Peterson, who helped drive Wahpeton into the red zone. It's not even going to be Braden Steffens, the beast, who had another touchdown and a pick. It's going to be 2 of the Hogs. We got to give some credit to the big men here. Rylan Flack, your first player of the game, 3 tackles for loss for the sophomore, and he had that big interception where the QB got flushed out and hit in the back by Isaiah Brushert. That forced a duck into the air, and Rylan Flack, Superman dive to haul it in and keep the nose of the football off the turf. So Rylan Flack, one of your players of the game. And the other one, big man, Luke Anderson, looking like an 18-wheeler out there. He absolutely buried a dude 6 feet under in the end zone on the Jack Gilbertson rushing touchdown. Had a couple pancakes tonight. Your linemen, Rylan Flack and Luke Anderson, your Essentia Health players of the game, here with you. When we come back from break, we'll get into your Red River Agency play of the game. It's a Huskies win tonight, baby. 30-19 to end the season on KBMW. Back in 60 seconds with your play of the game.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
All right, folks, back on the Miller Realty postgame show. The Huskies avoid a winless season, and that's something to be happy about, something to be proud of. A turbulent rebuilding year, and they come out on top against a competitive Fargo South team, and they're going to sprint off the field and be met by the cheerleaders and the student body. Look at that on KBMW News Live YouTube. And there's going to be more of that coming in the next couple years with sophomore quarterback Jack Gilbertson and a litany of playmakers surrounding him, including Caden Barth, Cooper Kuhlmo, and much more. So getting into your Red River Agency plays of the game, I'm going to give out 2 here. First one, we'll give it out to Hunter Belke on the blocked punt that set up a Wahpeton touchdown that really turned the tide in this game. And the reason I'm giving out 2 is because I'm not 100% sure it was Hunter. That's what we heard on the PA. It's a long ways away up here, but if it was, you earned it, young man, and whoever blocked it at any rate, that blocked punt player of the game. We believe it was Belke, and the senior had a couple big plays tonight, so he's deserving of some honors at any rate. Big block punt, put Wahpeton in the driver's seat. And your second play of the game, it's got to be the big touchdown strike from 23 yards out from Jack Gilbertson to Braden Steffens. Gilbertson having a little bit of trouble getting on the same page timing-wise with Steffens. A little bit of underthrow, overthrow. That time, Steffens beat his man, turned around in the end zone, and there it was, like a gift, wrapped with a bow on top, right in his hands. So a perfect route, a perfect pass. That's your other Red River Agency play of the game, presented by your trusted hometown agents. Boy, what a fun finale for the regular season for Wahpeton tonight as they take down South 30-19. Beautiful field here, beautiful end of the season. A little bit cold, so if I'm a little bit stuffy, a little bit sniffly on the Giant Sports Show in the morning, That's why, because I braved the weather to be outside for you and give you the best camera angle possible here at Frank Vertin Field. One last time, let's hear it for the Huskies, folks. 30-19, 8 straight losses. Let's end the season on a winning streak. That's a W for Wahpeton on AM 1450 and KBMW News Live YouTube. Good night, Huskies. Sleep tight.
Tonight's Wahpeton football game was brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Country Financial Agent Casey Formanek, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Ripper Sports Store, Hike Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Nodak Insurance Agent Carson Zarek, Optimum Rehab, Ottertail Power Company, OSPTI, Quality Toyota, Ready, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm Agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Superior Builders, Titan Machinery, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.
AM 1450, KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton, and FM 94.3 K232 FH Breckenridge, the voice of the Valley.